Salute, MobTube. How is everybody tonight? Ready to have some fun? What we got here? Don Nosy Pinocchio, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Edward Everett, Brooklyn Rob 1, Dazzling Urbanite. So there's a few things I'm going to go over tonight. A few people I want to address. I was trying to find out. Some people said that I guess there was a few people in the chat talking bad about me in Angel's chat, and she kind of stood up for me. I didn't have time to watch it to find out who those people were, but I'd love to know. Might add to the fun of this show. Jessica Allen, Michael Hensley, The Turd Bird, Taylor Hill. Lefty Guns, did I call you out yet? Pink Veal, Sam Frank, Sven Larson, D Slapnuts, Johnny Catalano, Frankie Rizzo, Brian Neary, Birthday boy in the house. What's up, everyone? What's up? Happy birthday, my friend. Loyalty is everything. Yes, we did defend you. Who was it? Why do people bother Angel with that nonsense? Nobody has any respect. I swear to God. Lisa Farrow, Steve Cutler. Yes, I do. Billy Pine. If you guys are new, some of the names that I haven't heard or I don't remember saying before, then welcome. Thank you for being here. BK Shallon Finest was the ringleader. Shocker. That's what I said earlier. This guy. Angel always has your back. I know Michael Hensley, and I always have hers. And trust me, you don't know how much I have her back because right now I got some things I'd like to say about some people, and I'm going to try to remain calm tonight out of respect for Angel. No one else, just Angel. They got booted. Good. Did she finally block BK Shallon Finest? Does she not realize he's trouble? How dare anyone speak ill of the king of MobTube? Anybody see? Oh God, Bobby Lupo. Oh, all right. Yeah, then welcome the Turd Bird. Hope you enjoy the show. Redzilla, Lola Calder. I'm assuming that's Grant Calder's new name. Oh well, these are the usual suspects. Redzilla is Charles Manson, and probably has a shrine to him in his house. What do you think about Lee dating Josie, or is that a publicity stunt? Come on. I mean, there would be a perfect fit. That's all they could get is each other. But no, I don't believe that's meant to be taken seriously. BK Shallon Finest has the weakest talk game I ever heard. You would never think he was from New York. I know, he's whack in general. He's a clown. Let's get this party started, says Steve Cutler. Turd Bird says, I love Angel Gotti. How could you not? She's a sweetheart. A lefty did? Who? Billy Pine, she's still learning. She didn't block him. She's still learning. I'm going to have to call her tonight or tomorrow. Get rid of that douchebag. What's up, Common Sense? Drito 5K. Oh, you think Nitro blocked him? Good. Shut that clown Mac up. Well, John DeLuca, what's up, my friend? How you doing, bro? Can somebody fill me in? What was he saying? Yeah, he's from the UK or something, Gianni. He has to be the way he spells things. I didn't really know that. Somebody pointed that out to me. Like I don't really pay attention, but somebody yesterday pointed that out to me. I don't think any of the people in Angel's chat were people you need to worry about. Of course not. But it's FBS versus everybody tonight. I figured let's add some names to the list. They would make a wonderful couple. Oh my God, could you imagine? Sloppy and sloppier. BK probably has a FBS shrine, of course. He has to. Could you imagine a baby from those two? Hold on, let me think for a second. Let me. Oh my God, the baby would come out looking like Eyelight. Josie and Lee gave birth to a baby Eyelight. Um, this better be good. I put the ladies on hold for all this. Oh, you're not playing with your wife tonight, as Gunner likes to say. Nice lefty gun. Yeah, yeah. Okay, talking cars in here. Gotcha. I was just watching the Wig Boy and listening to him. I could tell his whole plan was to beef with you and get with all the other content creators to start a family of bozos who all work together. What was he on tonight? Was he on tonight or what? Loyalty is everything. I had your back and Jeff Nadu chat. It's only human to be upset with people insulting your wife. Was he insulting my wife, or do you mean because I got pissed off that he was associating with people that do? I'm very confused. No, Michael Hensley, not really. Thank you for having my back, Roger Sullivan. You guys got to fill me in, please. Brooklyn Rob 1 FBS. I don't pay much attention to what the guy says. But he was just being disrespectful as usual. Yeah, well, that's what he does. Jeff never said negative stuff, though. Jeff Nadu? Now I'm confused. Uh, of course it is, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I like a handsome man. um, uh, not if it's between two beasts. Animals are allowed to be together. Um, let me see something. The baby could come out looking like John Merrick, Elephant Man. Let's see. He was just live right now. Yeah, I saw that show Peacemaker. It's hilarious, but those who seen highlight is definitely. Salute FBS and gang. What's up, Joey Knuckles? He was talking big shit about you. FBD? You mean FBS? Who, Jeff? Well, they said he was just talking shit about me on a live show. Facing the German army. I have no idea what that means. Yes, FBS said he didn't want drama, but spent 30 minutes abusing this channel. Lee just mentioned that Jeff never attacked your wife. Oh, okay. Lee who? Wait a minute. I never said he did. Let me see something. Just defended you against Lee in Bay 8th show last night. Oh my God. How many shows are still talking? I thought I was the one that wanted the drama, right? That's what they say. How many shows have been talking about me? I was just yelling. Oh, okay. FPS, wait till you watch Wig Boy Live. He just did. He was talking a lot of shit about you, saying you better keep his name out of your mouth. Oh, really? Oh, was he now? You guys better cut it out. You're getting me what's the word I'm looking for? Charged up. Damn video's buffering. Hopefully you'll have internet in the house next month. I hope it works out, Brian. The wig boy said he would fight you and to line it up because he knows, because you know he gets down to fight. His whole life was laughable. Oh yeah, I know you. I've seen you do that, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I appreciate it. You sandbagged me, FBS. See, was I right now? Do you guys believe me that this is what Nadu wanted to do? This is what all these people do. They start drama and then they say, I don't want drama. FBS wants drama. So he just did a live show talking about me. All right. So then whatever I do now is in response to that. Do we agree? Um, let's see. Yeah, well, Lee, who cares? Hold on, guys. Let me I'm just gonna pick the video. I'm gonna go to a certain spot. Oh shit. I'm just gonna pick any spot. Oh, where the hell is it? Somebody who saw it, can you, because this is what happens with guys that are new at doing lives and stuff. Their lives don't pop up forever. I don't see it on my phone. Could somebody email me the link? Somebody who has his past show in their history. This one he just did tonight. Am I imagining things, or did someone say they were talking about me all day, bro? I don't know. I don't know. The last 10 minutes. Let's have some fun, guys. It's Friday night. Joe talks crap about every day about FBS while claiming it's only FBS. Who does? Guy is twisted. Guys, can I ask you something? When is the last time I've talked about Joe Bay? Honestly, I'm being serious. When is the last time I spoke negatively about Let me see something. Forget about it. What's up? I am Georgie Grasso. Oh, is that who you are? All right. I got you now. We can't all be wrong. I've watched you go out of your way to not badmouth Nadu and to not go after uh, anyone just out of the blue. This is crazy. Do you remember when Lee Cole? Oh, yeah, let's talk about this. Nadu, your newfound friend, Lee Cole. How about when you tried to dox me through Jeff Canarsie? You gave him all my fucking information so he could dox me, but instead he called me right away to tell me. Um, how about the fact that for, I don't know, a month or so, I never even fucking mentioned it, but Lee kept bringing it up and saying, you're not going after Nadu, you're soft, you're a pussy, you're this, you're that, you're not, and stirring the pot till I finally addressed it. And when I did, I basically said, listen, I don't feel the need to go after Jeff. You know, I thought we were friends at one point. I'm not going to trash the guy. You know what everybody would have wanted out of me then, or did want out of me then about you, and I didn't do it. But all right, you want to keep pushing, okay? Well, I'm waiting for somebody to send it to me. Can't remember the last time. That's right. I don't talk about Bay Eighth anymore. I don't. But I didn't know. See, I don't watch that horse shit. Bay Eighth and fucking Vinny. I don't watch that nonsense anymore. I didn't know they were still talking shit. But that's good. I'm adding names to the list, people. Let's do it. I'll do by myself what all of them have to, get together on one screen to do to me. And we're gonna have fun. Just sent me the vid. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Hang on 1 second. JC's voice is like, "Ooh." Oh my god. Lee just said the death of Tony Spoletro. Hold on. Let me see something. FPS, stop listening to people here gassing you up. These people want you to engage in the drama and they're lying about what was said. Well, I'm trying to hear a little bit. Wait a minute. Prediction: Jeff is trying as hard as possible to get into the "we push back" movement. Guarantee it. Let me see. JC might be the worst channel in the history of YouTube. Yeah, of course. Lee has attacked Shanna. Shut the fuck up. JC is like, Lee, Nadu, and myself, we've never attacked Shanna. Yes, you have, Lee. And you're responsible for the whole fucking new beginnings thing. So let's see. Oh, another lie. Wait, what does he say? Hold on. Hold on. That's JC saying that Tony Pizza attacks Shanna the most, and FBS is trying to be friends with him now. What have you guys heard here? What have you guys heard me say about being friends with Tony Pizza? Over and over again. It's not going to happen. There's no chance. No chance whatsoever. Um, yeah, forget about it. Yes. Matter of fact, he is part of We Push Back, Bay 8th. So what the fuck are you talking about? And uh that's not why I'm saying that Jeff is. I can just already hear where Jeff is going with the whole informants thing all of a sudden. He's trying to get into the We Push Back thing. Um, but Bay 8th is already part of We Push Back. So what are you talking about? Lee said totally inappropriate things about Shanna's body on Eyelight's show. Yes, he did. He dogged the shit out of Shanna on Eyelight's show. Um, let's see. Uh, Bay 8th is officially. Okay. What the fuck do I know? Here, this is what I saw. Jesus Christ, forget about it. You're a fucking pain in my ass. Um, oh, where is it? I gotta look for this horse shit now. Uh, oh my god! Now Code of the Streets is doing a We Never Rat. Hold on, let me see. At least that that I can respect. As far as I know, I listen. I can't find the shit now. As far as I know, Day Eighth is part of it. Absolutely. And if I'm wrong and he's not part of it, then he might as well be. And they're going to try to, or he's going to try to be a part of it. Let me see. We push back. Dominic did a show, did a post the other day. I could be mistaken, but it said a member of We Push Back is starting a new show, and it was pushing Joe's show. So we'll see. But yeah, as far as I know, he's part of it. Look, Billy Pine, he is. Yeah. Some of these YouTubers are trying to compete in a lame way by attacking. Happens everywhere and in every industry. Just keep on running your show. Hit people with slander suits if need be. Well, that's not the way I do it. Jeff said he would beat FBS's ass in a boxing ring. Oh, well, listen, here's the good news. I live, um, I live like, I don't know, 15 minutes away. Why a boxing ring? Uh, you're confused about what We Push Back is even about. Well, for the love of Angel, I'm gonna try to restrain myself on telling you exactly what it's about. What the fuck is We Push Back? And listen, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Uh, let's see. Hold on. Give me like 2 more minutes, and then how great would it be? Hold on. Oh God. Oh my God. The ass kissing. Oh, I sent you Jeff's show. Inbox it. Um. Listen, this is. I am my own worst enemy. I seem to be my own best friend, Lee. I'm doing well, and I'm doing way, way better than you, bro. When the fuck are you gonna get it through your head? There's not even competition between me and you. There isn't. What the fuck is Lee? I don't even know why I'm addressing him. But does he really think that he's even in the same stratosphere as me? He's not. He's not at all. Um, Hold on, let me see something. Lee says he doesn't respect me. Thank God. If Lee respected me, that would mean I'm either some sloppy pig in North Carolina who's actually a doctor, but instead spends all her time on YouTube as a troll. It would mean that I'm some fucking dork in California who pretends to have once been a drug runner and part of the mob. Who else? I mean, come on. Lee doesn't have respect for his own fucking family. This shit, he said it himself, has put his family through hell. Even his brother's daughter, who is not in any way, shape, or form his niece. Um, he put her through hell. Does he stop? No, he doesn't give a fuck. And they're sitting here on a show talking shit about me, saying what I'm doing to Jeff, what I'm doing to Jeff is wrong. So Lee, Jeff, everybody, listen closely. Go back to the show. I think it was what, the night before last. All I said, I do not want Jeff back on my show because he's on Highlights and Lee's show. I said I have no problem with him. Other than that, I'll still talk to him. I'm not mad at him. I just don't want him on my show. So I'm wrong for that. And Lee is talking about that's babyish, dude. That's childish to say that this guy, grown men, are not allowed on certain shows. Lee, if JC came on my show right now and spoke positively of me, um, you would go through the fucking roof, bro. You would make it your mission to destroy him. If anybody that you're cool with did it, see, Lee is the ultimate hypocrite. We all know that. He's full of shit. This is another one. This guy is 60 something fucking years old. We'll go over this again. 60 something years old. He lives on disability, lives off the government, but claims to be a conservative Republican. He's got nothing going on in his life, nothing, to the point where he can sit here all day, every day, and make it into every chat and comment, get on any show that will have him. This is his entire life. It's his entire life. Um, this guy doesn't understand that he's the laughing stock of this whole thing. He thinks he's taken seriously now. Like, Jeff, when you say things like whether or not you have respect for me, bro, nobody has respect for you. Nobody. So what would I give a fuck, bro? Are you serious? Lee, whether you believe it or not, even the people that hate me, because some of them recently have come in here, people that hated my guts. And you know one thing they say, I respect you for the fact that you stand up to everybody who fucks with you and you don't take any shit. I got more respect than any of you motherfuckers because I am who I am and I'll do what I'm doing right now. I'll stand up to you. I'll crush you. I'll make you look stupid, stupider than you already look. And I'll win. In the long run, I'm already winning. I'm winning against all of you. You see why it looks to everybody else, Lee, Jeff Nadu, all you people, like you're just jealous of me? JC. JC is, like somebody just said, the worst channel on here. JC is ridiculous. Looking, sounding, acting, everything. The guy's gained 100 subs in 6 months. He's terrible at what he does. Terrible. He's the worst. And then when he goes on Lee's show, he's such a pussy. He lets Lee walk all over him. Lets Lee walk all over him. And doesn't even stand up for himself. I'm doing better than JC. JC was on here way before me. I'm doing better than Lee. I'm doing better than Jeff Nadu. Even though Jeff Nadu thinks he's better than me, he ain't doing better than me. And he's not better than me either. All you guys, Josie's been on here, what, 4 or 5 months? You got 600 subs. 600 subs. Bro. Pig, whatever. It's ridiculous. And you got that by talking shit about Lee Cole. And I think since you started talking shit about me, you might have gained like 40. Great job. You pick one enemy after another, just like Lee always did. Lee feels empowered because everybody hated his fucking guts, and he couldn't figure out how to find an ally. So now what he does is anybody new on the scene, Vinny, Bay 8th, he kisses their ass. Hey, can I have your phone number? I want to call you. And he makes friends with them. He'll take anybody that'll be his ally. You could be 1,000% showmo. If you'll be friends with him, he has no principles. He has no parameters. No, he'll just be like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go against FBS. Now he does a few mob shows in a row. And he's like this big, in his mind, this big mob podcaster. Bro, how long did it take you? How long did it take you to finally do some mob shows? You've been on here like a week or two more than me. So what? Almost 7 months, or no, probably about 7 months. And he's all proud of himself. It's hilarious. Hello, Angela. How are you? Yeah, absolutely. Now, listen, I want to know for sure. Maybe somebody sent it to me. Did Jeff actually say he wants to fight me in a boxing ring and that he'll kick my ass? Yeah, I know I do better than all of them combined. And Lee, bro, even your mob shows, you just all you do is have other guests on that know about the mob. And then they basically talk about the mob, and every now and then you throw a thought in. You're still not really doing mob shows by yourself. I'm going to do a huge one this weekend. You'll see. Guess how many guests I'm going to have? Zero. I'm going to do a very detailed, very good story. Nobody helping me. I don't need help. You need help. You need Joe Bayeth on. You need Jeff Nadu. I don't think you've done a mob show without Jeff Nadu yet. And why? Not because you enjoy having Jeff on the show. It's because Jeff can actually talk about the mob, and you can't. Um, I thought you and Jeff were like car seats. I saw what? I don't know what that means. See, it's guys like Giovanni that come in here with their skewed opinion and go back to wherever and misinterpret what's going on. Joey Dimes, Nadu, Lee, Josie, Vinny, Joe all need co-hosts. You and sadly Tony Pizza don't. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I got 192 people here. I'm just ranting. I'm carrying this by myself. Lee, try that. Click live. Don't even have a fucking topic. Just talk to the audience. See how well you do. Any of you, Jeff Nadu, go ahead and try it. Joe, Vinny, well, we've seen them try it, and we see how well they do. Well, not really. I think Joe has had numerous guests on every show he's done so far, which I believe equals two. But Vinny too, always guests, always a co-host. None of you. This is why I say, Lee, you're nowhere near where I am as far as um, just doing well on YouTube. It's not even about numbers as much. I can do something you can't do, bro. You're not good at this. You're not good at just holding an audience's attention and being entertaining. You're not, bro. Tell me I'm wrong. How is it, Lee, that you've been on here longer than me and I got what, 1,500 more subscribers than you? How is that possible? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Why do you think that is, Lee? There's got to be reasons, right? What are the reasons? Then tell us how you go up exactly 10 subscribers every day. Watch, guys, watch. Well, he'll slow it down now because I just said this, but watch. 2,830 subscribers. Mark my words, tomorrow morning, check. It'll be 2,840. Next day, it'll be 2,850, and so on and so forth. How is that possible? Never heard of such a thing, right? Lee, the bottom line is with real subscribers, you're still around, I'd say 2,100. Okay. And you know that. And it drives you fucking crazy. You're another one, Lee. What you don't get, you could do the best mob shows, the best rants, the best shit talking shows of any of us, and you still won't advance much. Because like Jeff Nadu, you're not a likable fucking guy. You're fucking obnoxious, honestly. You're fucking hideous. Your voice sucks. I mean, so tell me I'm wrong, anybody. That's like JC. When you hear JC's voice, you want to throw up. He's horrible. Horrible. And nobody believes a fucking word he says. He has no credibility. Yeah, absolutely common sense. Um, and how ridiculous, right? This fucking jerk off will talk about drama shows. Lee, this is the lecture we gave you for how many months? You fought with everybody, me, Jimmy Calandra, Angel Gotti, MRE, who else? Everybody was at war with you. The difference between me and you is uh, those people didn't want you around them, whereas I just don't want those people around me. Okay, I kind of once I see a person do a certain thing or act a certain way, decide, okay, I'm done with him. With you, people walk away from you, bro. They say, fuck this guy. And you wind up losing all your allies. And who needs allies? That's the thing. You guys need allies. I don't need any, bro. If I was on here by myself with not a friend on YouTube, it wouldn't slow me down 5 seconds. I would still keep doing this. I would do it better than you. I would do better than you, and I'd win in the long run. And you all know it. You all know it. Vinny's show is like watching Mr. Rogers. Welcome to my neighborhood. I know. Joe allows Shallon to destroy all the guests. So contradictory. So it's okay. Did a friend to be a jerk off, but no one else. Joe. Yeah, he doesn't listen. As long as BK Shallon Finest isn't attacking him, that's all he doesn't. That's all he cares about. FBS. Oh yeah, Nadu also said stop going after a cancer patient instead of talking about Vinny. Just throw it all at Jeff. He said he will take the shit instead of Vinny. When is the last time I talked about Vinny? You see what I'm saying? Unbelievable. Jeff is the hero all of a sudden. Okay. Jeff don't give a fuck about anybody but himself. Hmm. Yeah, that's a odd analogy, Peter Gordon. Forever young, honest question, FBS. So you see the way you feel about Nadu going on other people's shows. How do you feel about most of your wrenches doing the same thing? Pounded in the Pink is always on iLight channel. Um, if I'll tell you right now, if I knew that Pink Veal was on iLight's channel in a positive way, complimenting him and shit, I would take his wrench in a heartbeat. There's your answer. Simple as that. I don't, you got to understand, I'm not Lee. I don't have time to look at people's chats and see who's saying what. Angel's my favorite show. And I couldn't even watch her show tonight. I got shit that I got to do things. I got to live life. I don't live life on YouTube. I live life off of YouTube. That's how it works. Google only allows you to make 10 accounts a day. That's why it goes up 10 a day. There's good information. But his New Beginnings gave away the secret on that. New Beginnings said one time to me, which she was totally wrong because I never go up a specific amount every day like that. A matter of fact, I get stuck where I go 2 weeks without gaining 5 fucking subscribers. Sometimes I lose 15, 20 at a time. But New Beginnings is the one that said that and brought it to my attention. When you go up 10 subs a day like that, that's bots. And listen, Lee knows all about bots. He did a whole thing about it, explaining what bots are and how they work and where you can get them and how you pay for them. He knows everything. When Hootie, in the very beginning of this thing, Hootie had a point where he went up like 500 subs in like a day or two. Lee did a whole show on how it's bots. I didn't even know what bots were then. I'm still not really sure. So Lee has been all about, he knows all about the bots and all that shit. No, no, no. Remember when the kitchen got hot? Lee pulled the victim card and had to talk about himself and say he was going to quit YouTube and re examine his life. Remember, debate never happened. Yeah. Does everybody let that shit slip their fucking mind? Every time the heat is on Lee, every time. He's done it at least twice in the past. He'll come out and do a show where he cares, he pretends to care about the people in his life that died, his brother, his sisters, blah, blah, blah. Which apparently the only time he really cares is when he's being, when the dog shit is being beaten out of him. And then he'll for like 3 days he won't talk no shit, and then he's right back at it. That's how he escapes the beef. You know what I mean? With the sob story. You don't see me when everybody's on here talking shit about me, attacking me. Like, guys, listen, this is really, man, my heart. I'm getting chest pains, and me and Shanna are fighting, and Gunsmoke told me to go fuck myself, and a friend of mine committed suicide in 1999, and I don't do that shit. I don't go for the sympathy card to try to get out of beef. What are you now? This is confusing. What are you talking about? You were live streaming tonight at the same time as Angel Gotti this very night, all week on YouTube here, FBS. What does that mean? Matter of fact, I waited well over an hour into Angel's show because I always try to stay out of Angel's way. She knows that. Well into an hour after Angel's show. Um, and I'm not on Angel's show. I'm not, I don't stream when Angel does every night. What are you talking about? I want you to elaborate on that because I'm going to tear that argument apart real quick. Too bad he didn't quit. Well, he can't. What the fuck else is he going to do? You know what I mean? He can't do anything else. Why wouldn't Nadu go back on Lee's show after Lee made him look like an ass? They have no integrity. They have no. This is what I've been telling you guys. Fucking Jeff hates Lee. A couple of weeks ago on this very show, he was destroying Lee. Just like 2 weeks ago. Uh, I know you want to address these other guys who have shows, but your show is far more interesting, especially when you talk randomly about things like crimes or unsolved cases. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Um, I appreciate that very much. I like Angel, but she reminds me of an annoying aunt. I can only give 3 months. You're a fucking asshole. Angel's a sweetheart of a woman, and she's John Gotti's daughter. Jackass. And you're a dickhead anyway, bro. I know just from you being in this chat. So you can go fuck yourself. Don't talk shit about Angel in here. See, that's what a friend says. You don't talk shit about Angel in here. You don't talk shit about Gunsmoke the Don in here. You don't talk shit about Jimmy Calandra in here. I ain't having it. Then again, most of Mob, well, they're not part of Mob too. But yeah, let's see who do we have on here that isn't even Italian, right? JC, Lee, Light, Jeff Nadu. Would you look at that? FBS just coming in to show love. God bless kids. 64 hours this week. I'm beat. Damn, man, bro, get some rest. Yeah, and thank you for stopping in. My grandson was bragging that his herpes test was. Oh, that's fucked up. FBS, you can carry your own show. Truth. Exactly. Is who coming back, Gunner? Never mind. I had him on pause. Oh, what the fuck? He had me on pause. He thought I left. 210 people. Thank you very much. Everybody hit the like button, please. Leroy enforced his status as the biggest douchebag on YouTube by bringing up. I know that's another thing, Lee. I know you just started talking about the mob after 7 months. What you did, I think, yesterday goes to show what a douchebag you are, bro. There's a golden rule here. Don't talk about active people. Don't say anybody's active. Don't say he's currently in the street as we speak. Jackass. Was that today or was that yesterday? Whatever the fuck day it was. Bro, don't talk about active. You know what that makes you? I think there's a word for that. Stupid ass. He doesn't even realize he did something dumb. That's how dumb he is. It's funny because I switched up sleep meds. They haven't caught me sleeping once, so now they're taking clips of me looking down at a tablet. Oh, I don't know. Lee spazzed on me when I broke the news he wasn't getting millions of views in Kazakhstan. Why would anybody be watching him? That's why he did that show. People told me about it. I'm like, yeah, okay. He's like, oh, the content creators will be talking about this tonight. No, not one. Nobody even cares. Uh, you know what? I have no idea who Lee Cole, Pizza Guy, or Nadu is. Most people don't. YouTube is a small world with trolls. Never feed them. I know, but every now and then I do this, Karen, and I'm enjoying it right now. Sorry. Let me see something. Of course, he's been part of it. He's been part of it. He did the New Year's Eve show. He's been on Highlight Show where the whole fucking show was about trashing me. You know what I mean? Like he's Vinny and Joe's show where they're trashing me. He's been part of it. Jeff attacked weeks ago. I just been letting him slide because I don't really give a fuck about Jeff. You're the only one who steps up for a friend like that. Definitively, you say, don't trash my friend in my chat. Easy. Simple as that. That's what you call being a real fucking friend, being a man. You don't do that. If you come in here insulting Jimmy Calandra, guess what? Bye. You're not coming back. Same thing if you do it with Gunsmoke. Of course, my wife. I'm not having it. If you try to come in here dissing cousin Dom, I'm not having it. You know what I mean? Paul Perry. Then you're just gonna leave. I don't. And anybody who wants to say that's babyish or blah blah blah. No, no, no. That's what a friend does. I don't platform people so they can trash my friends. Okay, that's not my job on YouTube. Bobby Barbarian 99-cent super sticker. Thank you very much, bro. Let me see something. So no one knows what we push back is about. This reminds me about electrolytes and idiocracy. No one could tell you what they. I mean, it's pretty simple. They're about going after informants. That's what they're about. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. And like I said, unfortunately, I can't go any further than that right now. Let's not mention 75% of the BS said about that cab shooting was proven to be discredited. There was a trial and the man was acquitted, but Sliwa told him it was the real story. Idiot. Yeah, well, Lee is a fucking dumbbell. He'll listen to Curtis Sliwa, the biggest con man scumbag on the fucking planet. Yeah, Lee and his breaking old news everyone already knows about. I know. I have 17 nieces and nephews. None of them think I'm annoying. I'm the favorite aunt. Ha 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 ha. You're not annoying, Angel. You're the best. Fuck them. FBS Lee is going to have Curtis Lee on. Said he was a friend of his. Yeah, I know. I know all about it. Mm, but you just said something about mentioning active members, and I'm stating something. What are you stating? Where? I'm looking for the comment. I don't know. I don't see another comment from you. What are you stating? What, Lee's show? Which one? They all are. Everyone has been for the last 2 weeks. That's all he's doing is trying to go after Angel. Angel Gotti's a very good woman, but hey, you can come in and cherish Lefty all you want. What the fuck is this? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about, Lefty. And besides, let's be honest, bro. Where the fuck have you been the last couple of weeks while people are trashing me? Okay? Let's not bring that up. Yeah, I know, Angel. I know. I don't want to get into that. I told you out of respect for you I won't, but it's about informants in general. I'm not I mean, come on. I'm just saying. FPS and Ali equals powerhouse. Good show. For you, Angel, I believe it's lying informants, but not for the other members. Wonder if Lee will ask Sliwa about all the fake police reports he filed or the time he stabbed himself to make the news. I'm going with no, he will not for 1,000. Of course not. He's a Lee Porter. Tonight on Lee, an FBS is an alien trying to scam you out of your what? I don't know. Lee Porter. Yeah, that's not Lee. uh, there you go. It is also giving people the other side of what the government tells us. I know it is, Angel. I'm showing a major restraint here. I'm doing well. I'm proud of myself. It's what I'm willing to do for my friend. Breaking news, people. Victor Musso and gas tank have been arrested. Oh, shit. What do we take it back to? 93, Lee? All right. Now, listen, I know I already asked this question and you probably said it, but I want to know did Um, did Jeff say he wants to fight me in a ring? That he'll whoop my ass? Please, I'll promise I won't touch the comments. So if you answer, I'll see it. Please let me know. 224 people. Please hit the like button, everybody. Subscribe if you haven't already. And for the love of God, uh, or someone, hit the notification bell. Thank you very much. Tony has a Lee show live. What does that mean? The fuck are you laughing at, Gunsmoke? Hold on, let me see. Oh, he's doing okay. Um, Nobody's answering me, so I'm assuming Jeff didn't say that. That's a great comment, Mr. Softy. Uh, would anyone why would anyone use Leroy's name? I don't know. I answered you FBS, but I missed it. Could you answer me again? 218 people. And there's other people too. Like, now I don't really care about this. It's funny, but this is just more proof to all you guys. And see, Lee, Nadu, Vinny, Joe, people see what happens, right? They don't just listen to you tell them what happens. They're actually seeing it. So they're seeing that but here you are watching me, jackass. So why don't you go watch somebody who is important? Um, let's take Jody. I haven't said this bitch's name in I don't know how long, or spoken badly of her in I don't know, at least a week, 2 weeks, something like that. And she takes the picture, right, that I posted Shanna as the queen of mob too. She puts her head on it. Again, Josie, you don't see something wrong with this. Forget the fact that you're an absolute fucking pig of a person. That you talk like a fucking trucker, like every other word is fuck. You're there's no lady in you whatsoever. You're just a fucking a disgusting human being. But you're a fucking doctor. God forbid. Could you imagine? You got to see a doctor for something serious. And this lousy slob walks in. And then you got to fucking find out. Like, let's just say you were to find out beforehand what this bitch is doing on YouTube, that she's obsessed with a guy. She's basically stalking a guy who calls himself the fat bald Sicilian. Even to the point where she takes the beautiful artwork of Jerry the art guy. Brilliant idea to burn that bridge, Josie. And fucks with it because you can't get your mind off me. Now I don't care. The picture is the picture. Shanna's been here long before you. She's part of this show, so she's got way more subs and everything else than you. She's way more liked than you. She's a lady. She's a sweetheart, and you're a fucking scumbag. But you don't find anything wrong with that? That like you're not on my mind, Josie. You see, that's why I haven't been talking about you. I don't wake up and think about you. I don't go to sleep and think about you. I don't think about you when I'm at the gym, when I'm about to take a nap, when I'm working, when I'm eating, when I'm doing anything. You don't even exist to me really. But that bothers you so bad. You need my attention. You need my fucking attention. And I'm wondering, let's see why. Hold on, I don't want to miss any comments. So let me just I really don't watch him at all. So he is wasting his time. I meant what I said tonight. I am a much happier person ignoring him. I'm not sure exactly who you mean. I'm not sure. Sonny Black, you seem offended. Um, yeah, I know, but it seems like nobody else is saying that. I don't know what to make of it. Like, I don't have time to sit here and watch Jeff's whole show. So I'm asking people in the audience what he said, but it's like one person is saying he said this, this, and this, and nobody else is. So I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to get help from you guys, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I know Angel. I know. Well, he's just he's very hurt. He's very hurt by certain friends he's lost in the past. You're a man, though, Mikey. It's totally different. Loyalty is everything, bro. I'm doing a live. I can't do that. That's why I'm just asking people, but nobody will answer me. I'm just asking. But it's all right. Forget. I give up. I give up. I want to thank Steven. I don't know if I'm supposed to say your last name. I'm weird about doing that now. But thank you very much for the 2 Venmos. I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, he said he'd box me. Well, let's do it. Can we do it tonight? Can we do? Yeah, I know. Loyalty is everything, but I'm asking certain questions so I can address them while I'm on tonight. See what I'm saying? Um, let's see. I'm listening to another minute or so. Hang on. I can't listen to JC's voice. Jeff, JC, Jeff Crow is like, yeah, see, it was the best a couple of months ago. We were staying out of the, and we weren't getting in the mud like this. And, and I'll tell you the truth, I think the audience is getting sick of it. You're doing it. You're doing it now on the show. I wasn't doing it. Like, you're doing it, JC. And how would you know what the audience is getting sick of? You don't have one. Friday night fights, FBS, and Nadu for first round knockout. Come on, bro. Listen, I gave him his props for going in the fucking ring. Okay, I gave him his props, and I did maybe completely embellish a little bit and say you did a good job. I'm not going to knock Jeff about the fight. At least he fought. But I will say, as far as the fighting skills, the two of them, what the fuck were they doing? That's not boxing. What were they doing in the ring? We're talking about Jeff Nadu. Let's get Mike. You're probably not familiar with him yet. That's funny, Mr. Softy. Of course, that's what he's going to have now. That's what he's going to have now. Did who take the video down? Jeff, the video's up. And Lee said, I just had the best month ever. Why? You want to know why? Because he was finally able to get a few super chats last month because to hear him tell it, he was allowed to make a few $1,000 since his disability. I guess he had some wiggle room there, but he didn't make that much. But, that's what he said he was allowed to make. So he had the best month ever. Well, I got some news for you, Lee. I had my best month ever last year, and it was way better than yours. Or last month. I'm sorry, best month ever. Oh my God, Lee just said it's because. Thank you, Rick60. I appreciate that. He said salute to the King of Mob too. Thank you for the cash out. Lee just said it's because I'm staying away from the drama. Lee, you weren't staying away from the drama last month. It was all drama. That's all it was. You just did a show on New Year's Eve. The entire show was drama. You had guests on to increase the drama. You had the whole fucking show was about trashing me. Guys, this is what I mean. They think that you can't see what's right in front of you. New Year's Eve, look at Lee's show. Look at every show before that for the month of December. Every show. If it wasn't completely about me, it was mostly about me. Trashing me. And I ignored him most of the time. I ignored him. Now he said he had his best month ever last month because he's staying away from the drama. Bro, you've been away from the drama for 1 week. And I don't even think it's been a full week. What are you talking about? Thank you, Rick the effing tank. Salute to the King of Mob, too. Thank you, my friend. I don't get it. What are you watching? I'm listening to Jeff Nadu's show. So I can get some, so I know where to go with this. Jealousy is close to hatred. Be well, FBS. Keep going. Thank you very much. He got a $500 super chat on that show that was about trashing you. Yeah, I know. But it's all right because a couple days later, I got a $500 super chat. I know. That's what. Listen, and he'll go back to it. He'll go. What do you think? Lee is going to do just mob shit from now on? Watch. He'll be doing a show about me tomorrow. You'll see. Oh shit. FPS, you're making a mistake. There goes there goes Lee giving me advice. Well, done with what? Rick the fucking tank? FPS, watch the first 4 minutes. I would listen to Lee Cole read the Declaration of Independence on a fucking loop if the alternative was a single full JC West Coast show. Hold on, I'll listen to a little bit of it as I go. Um Lee makes up his own news. He always has content. Everybody, it was, you know how many warnings I got? And I'm talking about from pretty important people, not to mention just people in my life. And I already knew once the Jeff Canarsie thing happened, I knew Jeff Nadu was no good. He calls up Jeff Canarsie out of nowhere. They're talking on the phone. And let me get into the proof that I have proof. This is not just what Jeff Canarsie told me. I'm going to tell you. No, I don't have problems with Lefty. I'm just making a statement. Uh, Lefty is getting all fucking. I don't understand why he's getting pissed off at me because I didn't mention him when I said about people not talking shit about other people in the chat. I don't know why he's getting mad at me. And I'm just saying, Lefty has been in chats of people that are trashing me, trashing the shit out of me. So Leo is always says he has never watched your shows because he is done with the drama. He is emailing you and can't have a show without your name. Emailing you and can't have a show without your name. I don't know what you mean about emailing me, but yeah, exactly. Um, so this is what happened. 219 people, by the way. Everybody hit the like button, please. This is what happened with Jeff. I'm gonna get this because I never put it out there like that. And I'm gonna give you all the proof that you're gonna fucking need. So Jeff Nadu calls Jeff Canarsie one night. They're talking on the phone. Jeff Canarsie says all of a sudden, Jeff Nadu is going off about me. Jeff Nadu has always been very jealous of me on here. Whether you believe it or not, I'm sure it's not hard to believe. He's been very common sense. The show that Jeff Nadu did earlier, it's not on anymore. So they're talking, right? And Jeff is bitching about me. Oh, did you see how many views he got on this? Did you see how many views he got on that? He's going off to Jeff Canarsie about me, right? Jealous. What? Why are you worried about how many views I got, right? Unless you're jealous. Um, but so gather my thoughts. So as they're talking, Jeff Canarsie hears Jeff Nadu typing. Right, he's typing away. Then he says to Jeff Canarsie, he talks about my last name. His last name is Lodrago. He lives in York, Pennsylvania, right? Um, and which I never told Jeff Nadu. I told him I lived close to him, but I told him I lived in Columbia, which is a few minutes away. But he sees on my record, mostly all my arrests were in York City, Pennsylvania. Not now. He never was Philip Anthony. So yeah, yeah. Stop trying to make something out of it. It's not, bro. I wasn't bad mouthing Lefty at all. I'm just saying. So then he tells Jeff Canarsie he's got and there's another thing, Lee, you fucking douchebag. You were the one trying to get me to attack him from the minute this happened, and I never fucking did. and it bothered you to the point where you were insulting me and calling me a pussy for not attacking him. And now you're like, FBS, you're wrong. Jeff never disrespected you. Which is it, Lee? So he he's talking to Canarsie and he's like, he's got 2 felony drug charges and 6 DUIs, which is bullshit. Jeff doesn't know how to read a criminal record for being a so-called mob expert. He was looking at the wrong thing. He was looking at court dates. All the entries equaled 6. I have 2 DUIs back to back from 2006 and 2007. But he tells Canarsie I have 6 DUIs and 2 felony drug charges. And he starts talking bad about me. Like, oh, you see this guy's record. He can't be trusted, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So Jeff Canarsie, at the time, me and him had never spoken. He didn't know how to get a hold of me. I think he asked Angel, and I think Angel was iffy about giving him my information, something like that. So then he called Lee Cole. And Lee called me. And I was like, well, I want to talk to Jeff about this myself because it's Lee Cole. I mean, my first thought is it's probably Lee that did this, right? So I hold on. So I Instagram messaged Jeff Canarsie. I found him on there. I messaged him and I said, "Bro, I know, you might not be a big fan of mine because I had seen him talking shit about me before." I said, "But I need to talk to you about this." Jeff Canarsie called me within a matter of minutes and he told me everything. But here's the kicker, right? While I'm sorry, I skipped one thing. While I'm in the process of trying to get a hold of Canarsie, because I was on fire at the fucking time. Oh, okay. He says, let's set it up. All right. Well, I'm going to call him in a few minutes and I'm going to see if we could set it up for tonight. And I mean it. You'll see. Remind me if I forget. So I said, I texted Jeff Nadu, right? Because while I'm in the process of trying to get a hold of Canarsie, I'm on fire. I'm pissed off. I text Jeff Nadu and I said something like, you gave him my info, something like that, something very vague, like you gave him my info. Thanks a fucking lot, something like that. What a friend you are. I don't know, some bullshit like that. I don't know the exact words. And I still have the messages on my phone, and if I have to, I'll show them. Jeff instantly starts blowing up my phone, Jeff Nadu, but Canarsie calls me, and that's who I wanted to talk to. So I'm on the phone with Canarsie. While I'm talking to Canarsie, um, he's telling me that Jeff is texting him. Jeff Nadu is texting him. Bro, what the fuck? What did you tell FBS? That's how I know when Jeff Nadu comes out. Like, I finally talked to him on the phone for the first time like a month ago, and he was like, bro, I'm telling you, it was Jeff Canarsie that gave me your information. Well, I'll tell you how I know he was lying. While I was on the phone with Jeff Canarsie, he was not only was Jeff Nadu blowing my phone up, so he knew something was wrong. But he's texting Jeff Canarsie, what did you fucking tell FBS? Why is he trying to, why did he say what he said to me in this text message? Why, what's he pissed off at me about? What did you tell him? Now, I never mentioned Canarsie. It was the most vague statement. It was like, you gave somebody my info. Thanks a fucking lot. You gave him my info, whatever. Never said Canarsie. Never. Okay. So now Canarsie is getting these text messages from him yelling at him. So there's his guilt right there. Boom, you're guilty. You knew exactly what I was talking about when I left you the message. And then you're texting Canarsie because you're nervous because you told Canarsie that information, right? So I talked to Canarsie for a while. He tells me the whole story. I get off the phone with him. Nadu blows my phone up for no lie about 3 days straight. And that very night, after I got off the phone with Canarsie, the texts that started coming were, bro, I'm sorry. You got to let me talk to you. I want to tell you the whole story. I apologize. What I did was wrong. I admit it, blah, blah, blah. This went on for days. And the way I am is when I'm done with you, I'm done with you. So there was no fun conversation to be had. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to talk to him. His guilt was proven while I was on the phone with Canarsie. So that's what, yes, I can, Gunnar Lindblom. Yeah, and we didn't really make up. Listen, this is simply what happened. All right. I didn't talk to Jeff Nadu all that time. All of a sudden, he starts popping up. He comes back, right? After a couple of months. And he starts popping up on Tom's show and I think Vinny and Joe's show. And he's basically apologizing. He's saying, I feel bad for what I did to FBS, blah, blah, blah. I'm not mad at him. I really feel bad. I was wrong, blah, blah, blah. So after a while, I was like, all right, you know what? Whatever. I'll do a show with the guy, something like that. I'll talk to him a little bit. So I talked to him on the phone for the first time, and we did a couple of shows together. Whatever. That was it. I never felt like, oh, this guy's my friend. I was wrong. No, I knew he was guilty the whole fucking time. But listen, I knew this is not proof. There's absolutely zero proof anywhere. I doxed you, find anywhere, bro. See, you see what they do when you're full of shit. Did I say you doxed me publicly? That's doxing, you imbecile. I'm an imbecile. Why don't you hop on the show then? Let's see who's an imbecile. Yeah, I'll drop the fucking link. You already know I will. It was a private phone call where he never mentioned your last name. No, he didn't. You did. All right. All right, let's have some fun. I have the text messages, bro. Before you go too far, trust me. Let me see if they're in this phone or the other phone. I'll gladly go get the other phone. Oh, I'm about to bring them on. I gotta go way up here. Oh, there's some good ones in here, by the way. A lot of stuff about Lee. What's up? First of all, you want a box, right?
No, I said I box in a ring and I do it for money. I'm not fighting. I don't hate you. There's no reason for me to box you. People said I should box you. I said if you want to box, we can box in a ring. I have no problem with that.
Why in a ring?
Because I'm not gonna. What am I gonna beat you up? What are we? 13 years old?
No, there's no chance of that.
Okay, listen, I'm not here.
You're like 15 minutes away, Jeff. So don't talk shit there. Talk shit here.
I have no issue. I'm not. I don't hate you. I don't like some of the things you've done recently. But again, and I'll say this as I've told you this whole time, if you can find out anywhere publicly where I doxed you, let me know.
I never said you publicly doxed me.
Okay, hear me out. Whether you believe this or not, I will delete my channel if you can prove that I did that. If you prove that I never gave the last, I didn't know your last name, bro. I thought you lived in Colombia. I still thought that.
You got my last name from me calling you.
Let me ask you a question. Whether you believe it or not, what would I have to do what would I have to gain by doing that? Seriously. Why would I do that to you? What sense would that make?
I'll tell you exactly why. Okay. You very simply thought that if you doxed me, once my name was out there, that I would just give this shit up and get out of here.
But your name never was. It's just saying.
Jeff, first of all, you keep saying publicly. When did I say you doxed me publicly? I never even said you doxed me.
What's the big? So if let's say this happened where we had a private phone call and he mentions your name to me, which he did, I know he'll never admit that. Hear me out. If he can prove that I gave him your last name, put it out. That never happened.
Bro, your guilt was shining fucking through.
No,
bro.
You know why I called you 6 times? You know why I called you 6 times? Real shit. Because I wanted to know what you heard. I don't know. That never happened. I was working out. I came in. You called me and said, "Why the fuck you do it? Why'd you do it?" Bro, I thought you thought I didn't dox you. It never happened.
But no, Lee is the one that said you doxed me, and he said you doxed him because you found a civil suit on him. He's a fucking moron. But listen, anyway,
Chris,
bro,
I want to ask you
were no. Hold on, don't talk over him. You said, you were calling Jeff Canarsie that night, talking about what did you tell FBS? What was that about?
Yeah, I wanted to know because you mentioned he said some shit that I said that I did. He said that I did.
I never mentioned Jeff Canarsie's name in that message to you.
He contacted me right before he gave you this information, asking for your phone number. You don't think I thought that was weird? He didn't even communicate with you. I have the text he sent me. He asked me for your number to try to get to you, to go behind my back in a private phone call that we had where he did this shit to try to turn it on me. Jeff Canarsie hates me. Hates me. He hates my guts.
It's not my issue.
You're
I know
right.
that Jeff Canarsie, I Instagrammed him and gave him my phone number, and he called me 2 minutes later. So why would he have to call you?
Listen, again, I will show you where he contacts me and says, can I have FBS's number? He says that to me. And then an hour later, you're blowing my phone up. So clearly I knew he was behind this shit.
All right, I'd like to see that text.
I knew he was.
Because I can show you texts. He sent me the text that you sent
Chris,
him that night, bro.
Chris, listen, I know there's a lot of nutty people on this show. I get it. What would I have to gain by this? Seriously.
Bro, it's very simple. It's
Chris,
very simple.
All due respect, bro, I'm confident that I can be successful. I don't care. I wish everyone on here the best. Good for you. If you go watch the show I just did, and you have if you want to play the show, you're welcome to do it. Yeah. I made it so clear, and I'll say this publicly until the day I die. When you came on here and we used to do shows together, that was some of the funnest times I've had on here. We had great conversation. You interviewed. I even said it. Your interview, bro, but you turned different. You started acting different to me. And to everyone.
No. They started acting different towards me, Jeff. I stand up for my fucking self.
And some have. You're right.
Okay.
But again,
I'm done taking people's bullshit. It's very simple.
But again, what bullshit did I give you in the last month? What have I done? I came on your show literally a week and a half ago, and we had good conversations.
And then what'd you do? You were not part of a fucking show that was all about trashing me. You weren't part of that show.
You know what's crazy? And I know you don't believe shit he says. He called me the night before this happened, which I told you, and I said, Lee, I told him 100%. I don't want to be on with Gunner. I don't want to be on with certain people. I told him that. I'm not coming under the trash. He said it was a year in review, and we were going to talk about everybody's shows and what they had planned for next year. I said, you know what, Lee? Okay, I'll come on. You having Joe and all these guys on? I'll come on. And I made it clear to him, just as I told you after the fact. And don't listen to these people in this fucking chat. Go back and listen to the show. I didn't say one goddamn word. And as soon as they fucking started talking shit, I left. Tom's playing some clip about you. I got off and I left. The shows that I've been on with Lee recently, he asked me to come on and talk about the mafia. Lee will tell you, and I'll tell you as well. Lee doesn't know that much about the mob. He'll admit that to you.
Of course.
He asked me to come on. I went on. Light that show. He was talking about Joe Gallo. I went on and talked about Joe Gallo. The next night, he was talking about Albanian shit. I talked about that.
Bro, you were sitting there with him while he was trashing me and Shanna. I watched it with my own eyes.
Did I say one goddamn word?
Bro, silence. What does silence do? Makes you complicit, right?
Hear me out. Have I been on there since?
I don't know. I don't know.
And I will tell him publicly, I don't like when people do that. I have never mentioned somebody's wife ever, and I never would.
I know you haven't. I know you have. I never accused you of it.
I can't control what these people do, bro.
You can control whether or not you're part of it. That's what you can control.
And I have not been on since. And I wouldn't. Okay.
Because of what they were saying?
And also, you were just saying in your show, you said about a half hour ago, I need co-hosts. Bro, I've never had a guest on my show until tonight. That's the first time
I didn't say you need co-hosts. I said Lee needs co-hosts. JC needs co-hosts. Vinny and Joe need co-hosts.
If someone asked me to come on their show and they have me on and they talk shit, I will not go on again. And I have not been on since. It's that simple.
You went on, bro. You sat there on that show though. We talked while I was at the beach. You said you told Lee if Gunner comes on and all that, I'm out. And you're sitting right there with Gunner while he's talking shit.
And he had all these people on, and I said to Gunner, I said, I don't agree with what I've heard about you. I've not found you anywhere. And he went into this big soliloquy about who he was. Listen, Chris, I get it. You have beef with some of these people. I've had beef with Lee. I'll admit Lee was a fucking asshole to me. I was an asshole to him. I'm trying to make waves with these people. I'm trying to be cool with them. I'm trying to build my channel. I told you that. I've been straight up from the beginning, bro. But the only time I actually enjoyed coming on here and it's real is when you and I had shows. I never asked you for shit. I never even.
I didn't say you did.
One time.
I didn't say you did.
Tonight, I will never bring you up unless you bring me up. And you call me tainted. And I didn't think I was tainted. I try to stay in the middle. I try to make it clear to everybody. I was cool with everybody. It's not my fault, bro, that everybody, like, you got beef with everybody now. That's cool. It is what it is.
It's not your fault that I got beef. It's not my fault I got beef with everybody.
Right.
This is
some of these people are fucking lunatics. I've been saying that.
Okay,
Lee
but that's
crazy.
not even the point.
Knows that.
Bro, Lee, when I say you're tainted, this cocksucker 2 nights ago does a fucking show titled Slapping Broads is as an Italian tradition as lasagna.
I wasn't on that show.
You don't feel ashamed that you were on that fucking show?
If that happened and that show was glorifying hitting a woman, I would never go on it again.
Glorifying hitting? He's making a statement about Italian people that they slap women around.
I didn't watch the show. I'd have to look at the context. But you're right. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. And I would never be on a show titled that. Some of those people, I wouldn't want to be on a show with. That Baffa guy, I don't know who the fuck that guy is. I don't know who he is. I don't know where he came from. Some of those people, I wouldn't. When I came on the show, it was him and I just talking. That's all. Then Joe came on. I'm cool with Joe. Then all these other people start coming on. But again,
listen, I mean, that's when.
Go ahead.
No, that's when, listen, you don't, and Lee said, oh, well, you tell people what shows they can go on. No. I am allowed, Lee, to make the decision for myself who I am around. I can't tell Jeff Nadu you can't go on a late show, but I have every fucking right to say that if you've been on a late show, especially when he's trashing me, I don't want you back on my show. I have every fucking right to say that. I never tried to tell a man what he can and can't do. I asked Vinny and Joe, I said to them, bro, it's making me look like a fucking fool. If you keep going on those shows, I don't want anything to do with you. They did it anyway. You know what I mean? So I said, hey, then I'm done. I have every fucking right to do that. So
you do.
You know,
but I will say that I thought we had kind of come, you and I, about a week and a half ago when we were doing shows and stuff. I went on there. I told you again. It's there to listen to. It's like a wiretap. You can't cross-examine it. It's there. If you can find me bad-mouthing you, I left. I got off. And
I don't know, bro.
Chris, I'm never gonna talk bad about you. I would never. That's not me. I know you think that I'm this and that. Chris, I have a lot more to lose than you think. It makes no business sense for me to talk about your wife, to put your shit out there. Why the fuck would I do that? I don't care if I hate your guts. Bro, Tony Pizza called my fucking father, bro. Did I ever put it out? No. I talked about it one goddamn time. I hate the man. I didn't like that he did that. But I ain't gonna fucking put his shit out there. I could have.
Yeah, and you know who was right along on his side? This is what I'm talking about. Right along on his side, defending him while he was doing it? Lee. Yep. Jeff, you fucking hate Lee, bro.
Yep. And
you do deep down inside. You know why are you associating?
Let me just say something about Lee. And I will say this. For a long time, I didn't like Lee. I thought he was an arrogant shithead. I mean that. I thought his behavior was repulsive.
It is.
But him and I had a conversation. He had made it clear to me of some of the things that he had decided not to do anymore. I gave him another opportunity. I wish him the best with it. That's all. I don't hate the guy anymore. I think he's just, Chris, honestly, I think he's just an older dude that doesn't have much around him, and he looks at this as his community. That's what I think. Has he gotten a little out of control? Yeah. But I'm willing to forgive him for what he did to me. Just like you and everybody.
But see, I'm not. All right. So when you
Chris,
go on his show,
he did a lot worse shit to you than he did to me. So
yeah, and when you go on his show, when you know, Jeff, you knew because we talked about it. Somebody called me and said, Lee, Gunner, Nadu, and Tom, and Vinny and Joe are going to do a show trashing you tomorrow. I called you from the beach when I was trying to relax. You knew they were going to do that. You went on the show anyway.
You know what's crazy? Up until 2 weeks ago, I thought you were cool with Vinny and Joe. I didn't even know you had a beef with them until a couple of weeks ago. As far as Tom, I'll be real. You were cool with them like a month ago. There's a show with you a month ago with them. You talk about Herbie Sperling. I thought you were cool with them.
Not with Tom. with Joe and
But as far
Vinny.
as Tom, like I've always known, like I didn't think you really liked each other. I remember when Lee had Tony and all these different people on. You remember that show? Or it was Tom that did that. Remember Tom did that? I could sense you and him didn't like each other then.
Of
But
course.
I didn't think he ever did anything truly bad to you. Neither did Joe and Vinny, as far as I know. The only people
As
that
far as you know.
But the people that have done truly bad stuff too are like Lee, right?
Lee, but I told you the situation, bro. Me and Vinny and Joe were friends. We're talking
But
on the phone
if
every
Lee
day.
comes to me, Chris, and says, I'm doing a show with Tom, Joe, Vinny, all people that are generally have been okay. They didn't have beef with you forever. I gave it a shot. And once they started going into it, I got off.
I don't know. I never watched the show. I heard mixed reports on that.
I think you should take the time to watch just a little bit of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday. But all I know is, bro, the situations where it looks like nobody did anything bad to me, when I've asked people that I was really friends with, bro, if you associate with people like Light and Tony Pizza after the shit they've done, and somebody like Joe tells me, oh, forget all that, just the shit he said on 9/11, I'd never fucking associate with him again. And then boom, he's on the show sitting next to you and you're kissing your ass. I have every fucking right to turn on you then.
Let me tell you something. And if anybody, some of these people that watch all these shows don't know this happened. Last night I was on Joe's show. This is a true story. He said, all right, guys, I'm going to bring Johnny Mac on. That's what he said. I said, I'm out. I'm leaving. He said, what do you mean? I said, I'm not going to be seen on a show with him. I don't like the kind of shit he puts out. I'm not interested. And I said, I will leave and you can have him come on. They said, no, we won't bring him on. That's what I said. I don't like people that have no fucking content. They don't do shit but talk about other people. At least Vinny does shows about fucking music and stuff like that. Tom does other shows. Some of these people.
This Mustache Pete right here said, Jeff, you said FBS has no content. Fess up, bro.
Yeah. I will say that. I think the last couple of months you've turned your show into talking about other people. And that saddens me because you have done so many great interviews over the years. You've done a lot of good shows. I think some of your titling is poor. I think you're killing it. You'd kill it if you titled differently and addressed people that are not fans of your channel. If I come across your channel, let me ask you, seriously, don't laugh. If I come across your channel and don't know you, seriously, why would I watch your videos? I don't know what you're talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. You used to title it Sitting Down with the Sorelli. Like, bro, that shit is so invaluable to have connections like that. I don't know those people. They have fucking wealth of knowledge, bro.
Bro, Jeff, can I ask you something?
That's the thing. Yeah.
Can I ask you something, though? This is directed to you and Lee and everybody else who says things like that. Going by the fact that I rose as quickly as I did.
Yeah.
And going by the fact that I, better than anyone, know what my numbers are and how much money I'm bringing in.
But you said yourself 2 days ago, you're not making no money right now. You said that. You said, I'm not
this month, bro, in December, if I told you how much I brought in December, you'd throw up.
Chris, that is fucking.
It's fucking.
Incredible. It's
okay.
So hard.
So is it fair to say that I have a handle on this, that even though you might not see what I'm doing is right, that it's working like a motherfucker?
And you know what? Remember I called you about a week ago and told you. I said, maybe, don't fight with all these people. Maybe do it a different way. You were making more money back. And you said, I'm making money. Don't worry. Salud. Do it. It's hard to make money on content, bro. Do what you got to do. You asked me a question. I answered it. And let me ask you something. You've made a comment in the past, didn't you? How long did it take you to get to 2,000 subs? A month and a half, right? That's good.
Not 12 months, 12 days for the first 1,000, 15 days for the second, 15 additional days for the second
2,000. What's happened?
I'm still doing better than everybody I started with.
I've been on this for 3 months. I have almost 2,000.
Okay, it took me like 30 days.
Yeah.
Less, 27, 28.
How about this? You want to play a game? Let's play a game.
Sure.
I will get to 4,000 by Valentine's Day. And if I don't, I will cash up you $500. Everybody heard.
I don't care. Where's the risk in that for me? What do I have to get to?
It's probably unlikely. I still need 2,100.
No, you might do it. I'm not saying you can't do it, Jeff. I'm saying that in order to play
Chris,
that little numbers game with me,
answering it, bro. He asked
All
me
right,
mustache piece says about the content. I think you were so much better when you did the
bro,
other shit. That's all.
bro.
But you
Listen,
got to do what you got to do. It's
I
your channel.
I get to choose exactly. And once I start failing, then no offense, but you and Lee and people like that can start criticizing me. I have
Chris,
yet to fail.
as I've said,
This is January, bro. Money, as far as money right now, you think it's because people don't like me anymore? People don't have the money to send. That's it. I've had to deal with it for the month. That's fine. And I'm still doing better, I'm quite sure, financially than the other channels. It doesn't matter, bro.
Chris,
You
if
think
you're
I don't know that if I just did a mob show once a week, that I might grow a little quicker? But how would that benefit me? Bro, if I have a channel with 20,000 subs that brings $500 in a month, or I have a channel with 4,000 subs that brings in 5,000 a month, what would a fucking smart businessman pick?
do what you're doing. You're right. You asked me a question, I'm answering it.
All right. So,
That's all I'm saying.
and not only that, but it's funny that you guys do forget. Like,
Wait,
forget.
hold on. Please don't say you guys. Outside of tonight, I've never addressed another YouTuber in any show I have. Outside of tonight, it's the first time I ever did it on my channel. My channel is not built on that. I've never built it on that.
And you felt
that's
the
one
need
thing-
for that to be me.
Tonight, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, because last night I heard you say some things about me, and I
They
wanted
s-
to address.
Did you listen to it though?
Yes.
They said you were talking shit about me on Vinny. I said a couple things, and I said, but you know what? Let him talk his shit.
I think I made a comment about your content. That's all I made a comment about. And
All right,
I've been
bro.
open.
How about let's be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
What about all the shit? And I'm going to say you guys, as far as anybody who makes that comment about my content, what about all the stuff you ignore that's on my channel? Now, if for 2 months
I don't
straight,
ignore.
all I
I
did
watch
is
most
talk
of your-
shit,
You're one of
I
the
have
only
reasons
people.
to do it.
You're one of the
I have
only
reasons to do it, and it's my decision.
Mm-hmm.
But I have all kinds of shit on here that I've done just in the first few months. You don't say you're going to sit here and tell me Lee has content.
Chris,
He's done like 4 mob shows in a row.
I know. And I just told you for the first 4 months you had a channel, it was awesome. I've been saying that.
And a lot of people would say it still is.
I disagree. But that he asked me.
Fine.
That's all. That person asked me, whoever that was. You have to do what you have to do on your own thing. That's why it's called our channel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's easy for you to say now, but a few minutes ago it was like, oh, I think you're doing the wrong thing. But it's my channel.
I think you're wasting your good talent. I do. That's just my opinion. And I'm telling you that to your face.
All right, so it's mine to waste.
Yes.
Absolutely. And at any day, like this weekend, I got a show planned out. I'm going to do a big show about John Veazey. I've talked about him a little bit the last couple of days.
I feel bad about this then.
What?
You know what, Chris? Real shit. Out of respect for you, I won't put that show out. I had it dropped at 9 a.m. I won't put it out. That's how much I respect it. I won't put it out.
No. It's already scheduled?
20-minute yeah, the 20-minute show. Yeah, I did it.
All right, then do it.
But I won't do it because you just told me that. You know what? People ask me, what's the show about tomorrow? I didn't mention it. But now I will not put it out. 100%. I'll send it to you if you want to hear it.
Hold on. I'm trying to see where this is scheduled. It says John Veazey?
It's in my back room. I did it today already.
Oh, so it's not even on here. But feel free, go ahead and drop it. I don't care. I'll do something else, whatever.
Well, no.
I don't give a fuck, bro. It doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna. It just happens to be. I have. It's a great book. I've read it a few times.
I have it.
Yeah, it's terrific. Very good book.
I've been in all fairness, Jeff, not accusing you of anything, but the last 2 shows I did, well, at least yesterday's both shows, I mentioned specifically John Veazey and some things about him. So that's a coincidence to me.
What do you think? I was reading your fucking mail today. You think I picked it because you did it? Come on, bro.
I don't know, bro. I
don't
know.
Chris, I just told you I'm not going to put it out. What are you going on about? You're trying
I don't
to
care. Do it.
Bro,
I'm not going to tell you not to drop a show because of me. If I was you, I would drop it. But I'm not going to be mad at you. Do it.
I'm not going to. When you said this earlier, I was listening to your show earlier, and you said, I'm going to talk about someone I had talked about. You were mentioning you were talking about tough guys. Why did I have a feeling it was him? He's a tough guy. It worked out like that. If you want, I can show you the show I've already recorded, but I won't because I don't want you to think I stole this shit from you.
So earlier when you heard me say that, you assumed it was John Veazey I was talking
Yes.
about.
100%.
Could it be because yesterday on both shows that I did about tough guys, the first person I mentioned was John Veazey?
Maybe that was.
Well,
Yeah.
all right. So then maybe you shouldn't do it. I don't know where I stand on that, Jeff.
Well, Chris, this is how. I mean, this is where I think you've gotten out of control with this. I mean, Chris, all due respect, whether you fucking hate me or not, I know what I'm talking about. I have the fucking book here. I did a 20 fucking minute show. I know people that knew John. I wanted to hear from them, and they told me about who he was and the kind of fighter he was, but the fucking lunatic he was as well.
Yeah.
That's all. That's why I did it. I didn't do it because you picked it. I just was worried when you said earlier that you had someone tomorrow that you had talked about last night. You're not going to do a show on Galanti or all these other people. Everybody knows about those people. On my channel, I try to talk about people that people don't necessarily know about, like Michael Zaffarano.
Yeah. So, but all right. So then you did see the two shows yesterday when I spoke about John.
I watched your show about the toughest gangsters.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go. Everybody can come to their own conclusion, but feel free to drop the show. I'll just do something else.
This is the thing. You're trying to like put. I literally just said very nicely. I will not put it out. I will let you. I want you to do it. Please have at it. It's fine.
Whatever. I'm not gonna have an argument about that. Yeah, common sense is right. This is fucking bizarre. I don't care if you do.
Common sense is a.
I'll just do a show on somebody else. Common sense is a good dude, bro.
Fair enough. He's nothing but an asshole to me, and he's a dick, and I'm a dick back to him. He's a dick to me. I'm a dick. He's a dick to me.
Right,
Same thing.
He's a good dude to me.
I'll return it.
Well, he's been a good friend to me. So, but bro, I'm not going to argue about who does the show. I don't care if you do the show. It doesn't. But see, that's what you got. Like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, I can do addiction and recovery shows where people are truly helped. And then somebody who just does shows about mob can say the mob can say I have no content. You don't see how that's a little ridiculous? I can do shows about my life story, real stories of actual crimes I've committed, things I've been through, incarceration, all kinds of shit. And then somebody who's never done anything but mob shows about other people will tell me I have no content. It's absurd. You don't think that's a little absurd?
I didn't actually. A few different times, I just said. Most of the shows you've done are terrific. It's only been about the last month. I just said that multiple times. I've been very kind to you in this.
Unfortunately, that's what it's been the last couple of months. It's been a lot of drama and beef.
And you're right. That's how it is. There's a bunch of fucking lunatics on here. But again, and I've mentioned this to you a fucking ton of times publicly. I don't know what else I have to say. The addiction, the interviews, the every story. They're very good, bro. That's why I came on.
All right. Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Serious question. I'm not even being a dick.
Yes.
When people fuck with you about certain things,
Yeah.
you get very, very touchy and sensitive, right?
And I've mentioned this before.
When people fuck with you, which I always thought was ridiculous. Everybody knows you don't wear a wig, but it would really piss you off, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now let's just imagine that for, I don't know, 5 months, 4 months, you have not to, forget about just Lee Cole and content creators. You have, say, a dozen or maybe 24 troll channels going at you 24 hours a day. You have every new content creator who doesn't have any idea how to build a channel using your name to build a channel. You have people who are supposed to be your friends turning on you left and right for their own benefit. Think about all that and then tell me you can honestly blame me for addressing it, even if it took 2 months to do.
I have told you before, I used to do what you're doing. I told you that. I still do it. And it bothers me that I ever did do it. But listen, they've also done way worse to you than they've done to me. I don't have a wife or kids. Okay. That's the truth. There's not much you can say to me that I'm going to get offended by outside of the fucking hair shit. That bothers me. But yes, you're right. There are shows that I would definitely have done. You have no reason to tell me you shouldn't. You're right.
Yeah.
But there are things like this show where you could have just contacted me. As I told you when the supposed doxing thing happened, I told you I will meet you publicly to talk about this. Face to fucking face. You would not contact me. Why the fuck would I do this shit? Explain that. Why the fuck would I do that?
Why would you do what?
What sense would it be to bring up the fucking name and where the fuck you? Why the fuck would I do that?
I'm going to tell you my honest opinion on it was that you honestly would have given anything at that. Jeff, you got to think about things that preceded it.
Chris,
you flipped out on me one night, bro, because I fucking what was it? I did a show about something. The what?
The Red Monday thing.
Oh, okay. There's an example. All right, you saw me as in your way. Mm-hmm. And Jeff, you can say what you want. Listen, you're doing fine with subscribers. You got 1,700 and something. That's great. Congratulations. But you're going to sit here and honestly tell me that you haven't felt this whole time like you shouldn't be growing a lot faster?
Chris, I've said this. And this is why I wish you would, and I know you don't, I wish you would watch some of the shows I do. I've talked about this, man. And you should know better, bro. Chris, you know for a fucking fact. I get 100,000 plus listens a month on my show, on my podcast. I've showed you the fucking links. I don't have a YouTube presence. I only started growing it. It's not the same. You're right. It's not hand in hand. Just like there are some people that have a podcast only on YouTube. Patrick Bet-David doesn't have shit on a podcast platform. He's got a huge YouTube channel, though. Sammy Ravano's podcast, I pass it sometimes. On YouTube, I'll never pass him.
But I'm not saying that you're not doing well. I'm saying that I know your mentality, and I know that you feel like you should be growing quicker. You feel entitled to it.
I know by the end of the year, I will get to where I want to be on YouTube. I'm building it. That's what's going to happen. It's going to take time, which I've said. But Chris, I promise you, I'm never jealous of anybody on here. I never. Won't you think I'd be jealous of OC Shorts? He's got 6,000 subs. Black Handprint. We've been on the show. We're good friends. I hang out with him outside of the fucking internet. He's got more
subs than
me. Right.
Absolutely.
Don't you think I'd be mad at them?
I don't know.
Chris, you and I do. I do different shows than Lee. I truly don't consider my channel MobTube. I don't. I consider myself a little different. That's all. I'm not, Chris. First of all, anyway, how would that get you kicked off YouTube anyway? Like, they've been around the block a few times.
No, not kicked off. I think everybody had the same thought in mind. Because everybody's a pussy, so they think I'm a pussy too. So they figure that if my name, I'm gonna say, oh shit, they know who I am now. I'm leaving. I'm the wrong guy. But that's what they thought.
But you knew deep down, whether you wanted to hope it wouldn't happen or not, you assumed right at some point you may have to talk about it, right? That your name and stuff, right?
Of course, absolutely.
So why would I think you would be that stupid to do that? Don't you think I try to do that to like all these other people that I hate? Truly. I don't like Jeff Canarsie. I hate his fucking guts.
I wish he'd come on right now. I honestly do.
There's nothing for him to say to me. I didn't say anything wrong about him. I don't like Jeff Canarsie. That's no secret. He doesn't like me either. He made give me a fucking award and said I don't fucking say shit correctly. What would I like about him? I've never hidden that.
It's not about liking him. It's about then you two could talk to me for the first time together about what took place that night. We could debunk the whole fucking thing. We could. All right, he said he'll come on.
As I've told you time and time again, if he has proof that I gave him your name, he should share it. But he doesn't.
Well, he's here.
I have nothing to say to him. I've said what I had to say. And he's welcome to come on after me and say what he has to say. What do I have to say to him, Chris? There's nothing I have to say. If he has the proof, if he has the proof that I gave him your name, tell him to share it.
It doesn't look good if you don't let him come on and speak while you're on.
Listen, I'm not turning this in. As long as he doesn't turn it into some other shit, that's fine.
I don't know what he's going to do.
It's your channel. He'll try to say he's going to sue me for what I don't know, but.
All right, let me see. He should be coming on.
He should show his face. We're both showing our faces.
That's up to him. I don't know what he's going to. I doubt it. I don't think he does that.
In his bag ever. That never happened. She should stay out of it. It's nothing to do with her.
Angel can.
But it has nothing to do
in here,
as you know. It has nothing to do with her.
Oh, she has an opinion.
She doesn't like me either, so it's okay. This is the last time I'm going to do this. I'm out of this after today. I'm back to doing what I'm doing.
That's fine. Here's Jeff Canarsie. Jeff.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Good, bro. How you doing?
Good. I don't have to prove anything, and I can prove it very simply. It'll take all of 30 seconds. Chris, when you messaged me, right, and we talked, didn't I tell you certain things that there were no way I could have known about you unless he told it to me?
Yes.
There you go.
Jeff,
come on, I don't have to prove it through text.
But he has no proof. There's nothing to prove.
How would I? But didn't you admit it like 2 weeks after the fact?
No, I said you mentioned, which he did. You can lie all you want. I don't give a fuck.
No, you mentioned it on his show that you doxed him. That you looked up his information.
No, I'm going to tell you what I did, and I admitted this. And there's a video on my channel proving this. I said we were on the phone together, which we were. You and I always had good conversations back then. We were talking. I was mentioning because I had contacted Bald-Sicilian about maybe doing something together. You mentioned, that's not really his last name, right? You said that to me.
That never happened.
Yes, it did. Well, then
you looked up his criminal record over the phone.
Then prove.
I don't look up people's criminal records because I don't give a fuck.
And
so
I admit it.
You go around telling everybody you work for Joey Merlino too?
That never. Come on, man.
Chris, did he tell you that?
What?
Listen, there were some messages read to me.
About
there were some messages read.
Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is he's lying now about that, right?
Prove it.
He's lying about everything else.
Prove it.
Yeah.
I just did.
Prove it publicly. Show me where I did that.
Did.
Where? No, you're saying it.
So how would I be able to call Chris on the phone, who I didn't even know, and know everything about him?
Prove it. I don't know, because you know everything about everybody.
But didn't you admit to it like 2 weeks later that you had information?
I said, you said, that's not his last name. This is his name.
I didn't know his name.
Publicly. I admitted to him publicly. I looked him up. I told him.
Okay, so stop right there.
But I didn't say his name. And I didn't put it anywhere either. And I didn't put it anywhere
That's doxing.
No, it isn't. Do you know what doxing is, bro? Seriously. Doxing is putting his shit on the internet for the world to see. That never happened.
What reason would anybody have to give a fuck about what he's done in his past? I don't.
And I told him why. I don't need to explain.
Then what are we debating? Because that's what you did.
It's business why I did it. It's got
that's what you did, though.
But I didn't put it anywhere. I talked about it in my own head.
I can put up 70 screenshots of you talking shit about him, me, and everybody else over the last 3 months.
That's
all you do is lie, bro. You're a fucking fraud and a nothing.
But my show's better than yours, though.
I don't think so.
I
don't think so.
I
guarantee that's not the case. But that's your ego, and that's fine. I'll let you have
150,000 listens a month, Jeff? I am.
What?
Are you doing 150,000 listens a month? Because
I'm doing $7,000 a month. What are you making?
I do 150,000 listens a month, Jeff.
I'm beyond that, motherfucker. Look at my stats. Good. And you know what? It's not about that. It's not about that.
You're right.
I've got over 3 million downloads on YouTube alone. I've got over 650,000 on my platform. Go fuck yourself. You don't know what you're talking about. You want to be me, but you can't be me. You're jealous of Chris because he's got more talent as fucking Pinky than you'll ever fucking have. And that's the goddamn truth. He was nothing but nice to you. He was nothing but nice to you, and you stabbed him in the fucking back. I don't get along with Chris, but I haven't gone out of my way to fuck with him, have I?
You're getting mad.
No, I'm just telling you a fact because you're a fucking fraud and a big mouth.
But you came on here to address me, though.
I just did, and I just told Chris.
And you still have no proof
I know
of anything.
A, B, C, D, and E.
You still have no proof.
Tell me.
And you still have no proof of nothing.
You're right. So I just suddenly figured out his last name and his whole entire criminal record.
You're
right. You're a fucking.
Why don't you get? That's not my business to know what you did. The truth is, you got no proof that I did this. It's that simple. You told him what you think I did.
You admitted to looking up his record.
I just said I did.
Okay,
I didn't share his name. You shared his name, bro.
That's what this whole thing is about.
Where did it go? Chris, did I put your?
That's not my issue. That's not my issue. That's between you two.
It never happened.
That's between you two.
My take on it was that you were giving it to Jeff so he could put it out.
And there you go. And did I do
and that's the thing we're arguing about here. He has no proof I did that. None. Because it never happened.
Oh my God.
Say what you want, Jeff. You have no proof. It's like you're saying I stole when you have no proof of it. So you
I do. And don't worry, you'll find out soon enough.
About Jeff, listen. Say what you have to say to me now.
How
Buddy.
many times did you have to call me to get information because you didn't know anything?
About what?
A dozen times.
About what?
Jeff,
What would you have
here's
to tell
what
me?
you don't realize.
What would you have to tell me that
everything
I don't know?
you say can be played on YouTube. Be
Yeah.
very careful how much you want to lie right now.
So what I'm asking you, what
I'm
what
just telling
videos-
you, be very careful.
What okay, I'm asking you, what had I come to you about as far as videos
Philly,
that I
of
do?
course. You don't know shit about Philly.
I don't
You,
do.
you
I don't,
claim you made wild claims. You worked for all of these
no, I
fucking
didn't.
people.
No, I didn't. There's no
You
proof
didn't
of that.
want me to play that?
There's that I work for the what?
You didn't tell me you didn't work for Stevie Mazzone and Sonny Mazzone. You didn't say that on the phone to me.
No, I said I know Stevie's son.
No, that's not what you said, buddy. And that's
I know
okay.
their
Because
sons.
I'll let everybody see what a liar you are in the next few days.
I know Sonny's son.
You don't know any of them because they've never heard of you.
I don't know them. I told you
You
that.
don't know anybody. You live at home with your fucking parents. You don't know anything or anybody.
Okay.
And so you wanted to knock Gunsmoke and talk shit about him. You live with your parents.
Well,
Do
if I
you
show
not?
you, I don't right now.
But do you or do you not? You cannot fucking chastise anybody else for the same shit you're doing.
I don't live with my parents, Jeff.
Sure you do.
I'm in my own apartment right now. Do you
I
want to see?
bet you are. I bet you are.
I can take a video and send it to you.
I don't want to see videos of you shirtless ever again.
Okay, but you're
That's a little
just saying
disgusting.
stuff that's not true. This isn't why we had him come on here.
No,
I-
and all I'm
I mean,
simply telling you is if you looked up his information, which you readily admit, correct?
after
Yes or no?
But again, I did not. I did. I said
You
I
looked
told
up
him that.
his
Well,
information.
Chris, did I not
yes
tell you that?
or no?
You told
Yes
me you
or
looked
no?
up my information. Yeah.
I did.
Okay,
I told him that.
So then,
I did not share his
whatever
information. nor did-
drama there is past that isn't my problem because I did the right thing by Chris and I let him
Okay.
know what a
Fair
piece of shit you were.
Okay,
That's the bottom line. I looked out for him. And Chris will tell you, we don't see eye to eye on very much.
Mhm.
But I respect him enough to not do that kind of shit to him.
Listen,
Just
Jeff,
like-
all-
Yeah.
Just like
Absolutely.
I would have respected you, Jeff, had you not gone behind my fucking back with 20 other people and ran your fucking mouth.
Can I say one thing and then I won't say anything else? Jeff, ultimately, the thing you came on here to ask about, there's no proof that this happened. As far as anything else about you, as I've told you and I told him. I wish
Well,
I-
you admitted to getting his information. I thought that's why I was coming on because you sat here and denied doing it 12 different
There's a
times.
video on my channel where I discussed what I did.
And nobody believes anything you have to say anyway.
Okay, fair enough.
You just have to be responsible for the things you've done, Jeff. That's what it comes down to. Like me or not,
If
and
I
don't
did
like you,
this-
that's fine.
Jeff,
But
if
You have to admit what you did was wrong.
if I did this, if I shared his name to you, if I did this, I would tell you, and I would tell him.
No,
this.
you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Because
Yes, I
you've
would.
waffled back and forth for the last
No,
month with this.
And I would tell. We haven't. Chris and I, as far as I knew, were cool about all this.
Did you not go on his show?
No,
You know what? And Chris will verify this because I got upset with Chris. Chris, did he not come on your show a couple weeks ago and say to you, "Oh yeah, that lying asshole"? I never said it. I never did any of that.
I never.
Yeah, he
I
called
think,
you a shitbag.
There you go.
I think
I'm a
if you
shitbag
told
because
him
I
that I
told
did,
somebody who I thought and who I still
If-
think is a friend, even though we don't get along.
if
I
if
looked
my-
out for him, just like I know he would call me if there was an issue and he would look out for me.
If-
Just like when somebody
Absolutely.
went after his wife, I defended it because I would never do that. So the bottom line for me is like me, love me, or hate me. You've tried to get rid of me off of YouTube as well, Jeff. You've done everything possible to get rid of anybody you think is a challenger, and that's okay. That's fine. But
Chris,
at the end of the day the fact is you looked up his information. Now, whether or not you did anything with it, that's on you. But I looked out for Chris. I told him the truth, and you have gone back and forth 9 different times.
no, I've said the
Saying you
same
did,
thing.
you didn't, you did, you didn't, you did, you didn't.
I said the same thing multiple times, and he knows I
Well,
did.
then you know what we'll do. I'll go, Chris. Can I go through some of your shows he was on where I can show that he was waffling?
If I said,
Yes.
Jeff,
Okay,
if I-
good, because that'll prove it. That'll
if I
prove it.
said, if I said you were a shitbag, I apologize for.
I don't give a fuck what you think of me. That's oblivious to this.
But again, if I looked his name up and told you that I knew his name, I'd admit that I did not do that.
Well, that's exactly
will.
what you did on the phone.
Okay.
That's
again,
exactly what you
as
did.
I said,
And then
if
I
you
called
can-
Chris. So listen, you can continue to spin this whatever way you want.
But you
Yeah,
have no
okay.
proof that I did this. You're just making it up. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. That's all I'm saying.
Proof. The proof is this, Jeff. Think very slowly here for a second. Okay. You looked up his information. I did not have any of that information. Therefore, you did something morally fucking wrong. I called him and I let him know. That was it. That's what this is all about. Now, you can argue apples and oranges and say, oh, well, I didn't know his last name and this and that. But at the end of the day, you've already lied 4 different times about even looking up his information, and now you're doubling down. So listen, Chris, with all due respect, I've told you the truth. I think you know what's right and what's wrong. And I would help you again in a heartbeat, because that's not right. He has to learn
I appreciate it.
to take responsibility for what he does.
If I did this, I would tell you.
Just like I do.
If I
But
did
if
do
you're
this,
going to continue to treat people like shit,
I didn't treat anyone like shit.
Shit about somebody you're supposed to be a friend with.
Him and
I'm gonna be real honest with you, Jeff. Without FBS, you would have nothing on YouTube. Nothing.
I could delete it tomorrow, and it'd probably help me out, to be honest.
The reality is I don't care what people think about Chris. He's a talented guy. He does talk about the mafia. He's one of only a few that actually fucking do when he's not battling people. And so I think, you want to talk about being respectful and a stand-up guy and shit. There's just certain things you don't fucking do to people. And you're getting called out for it. You don't like it, and I understand that. And you guys can mend whatever fence you need to. But at the end of the day, I did the right thing. You did the fucking stuff.
Again,
you're getting caught for it, and you don't fucking
you again
like it,
are the only
you need
FBS
this. To survive.
You're the only one saying this, though.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not. Are you looking in the chat?
I don't care about those people, bro. I don't have it open. I don't
care. Right. So Angel Gotti's wrong too, right?
I don't care anything about what Angel Gotti says ever.
Well, that's your problem, is that you can't accept accountability.
I didn't do what you said, and
I think FBS knows otherwise now.
Listen, FBS and I, until a day or two ago, we're on okay terms.
That's because you went on a show and shit talked him. No. I watched it. I saw it. I don't give a fuck what he thinks or what he has to say. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yep.
He wouldn't do that to you.
I came on and talked about it with him. And
he wouldn't do that to you.
Do what?
Even when he's been mad at me, he hasn't done it to me.
Him and I both talked about each other. He's talked about me the last couple of nights. I believe talked about
you deserved it.
So
this guy put you on YouTube, made you who you are.
He made me who I was. I've been doing this for fucking 10 years, bro. What are you talking about?
No, you haven't. No, you
I've been on Twitter since 2009. Bro.
We're not talking about Twitter. We're talking about this right here. Pay attention, Nadu.
You're right. I've been on YouTube since
Pay attention. I know you're great.
I've done my own videos,
Pay attention.
What are you talking about?
Pay attention.
And you were on my show as well. And we had a good conversation. I don't know what you're talking about here.
I'm just simply telling you that when somebody goes out of their way to be nice to you, and listen, I got mad at Chris. He'll tell you I was irate with him for letting you say that stupid shit because he knew what you did. But I let it go because he was trying to keep the fucking peace. So when you go on another show with somebody that is in a lot of shit with him, I would be a little bit upset too. What kind of a friend does that? You've been on other people's shows as well, you got to do that? Because if you do a good show, right? You're a knowledgeable guy, right? I've never said you were a dummy.
So we agree, Jeff. You do what you do. You've done it for a long time, Jeff. I'm not coming at your neck here. All I'm saying is, in this entire thing we're talking about, I will say, with my mother looking at me, I never remember saying his name to you ever.
Jeff, you would push your mother in front of a bus if you thought you could.
And that's where you're out of line, man.
No, I'm just telling you the truth, and I will say it to you. Let me know next time you're here. I'll say it to you,
Chris,
because
you don't even show your face you treat, bro. What are you going on about, man?
Because you treat everybody that comes.
No, I treat people I don't like
shit, bro. You backstab everybody.
Dude, like who? Who have I backstabbed?
Everybody. You were friends with everybody at one point,
and I'm still friends with them. Up until yesterday, I was friends with him.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Like who?
I don't know about all that,
Jeff.
All I know is the closest guy you had is sitting right next to you, and you shit all over.
I just said about 10 minutes ago, I like him. I love the content he's done. I didn't like some of the stuff he's done recently. I just told him that. That's what I said. And anytime I went on those other people's shows, anytime they brought some shit up, I left. I just said that.
But
just like
you know what? But you knew going on there they were going to do that shit.
I was told by Lee Cole on that January 1st show.
Jeff, you're being used. Do you not see it?
Then, and as I said to him earlier, there are certain shows that I will not be going on anymore. From tonight on, I am done doing these shows. No more live shows, no nothing.
So whatever issue, because I'm not going to carry a beef with you. It's not.
Neither am I, Jeff. I don't want to carry a beef with you.
But bro. I'm just telling you.
Saying that.
I'm just telling you. The guy to your left is the guy that looked out for you and stuck up for you when nobody else fucking would. When everybody else wanted to go at you. And so I'm the type of person where I value a friendship. You apparently fucking don't. And if FBS wants to be a friend, that's his choice. But at the end of the fucking day, the bottom line is you don't treat people like that. That's it. That's it. That's it.
But again, he got mad at me because I went, Chris, right? You got upset because I went on Eyelid Show, which looking back, I can understand why you did. Okay. Just remember, again, I didn't go on a show where we were talking about other shit and then other people came on. I then left. Okay. And since then, I've not been on that show. Other than that, I've not done anything to hurt your feelings ever, Chris. I haven't. You know that. I came on your show. We had good conversations. I think even Jeff came on at one point at some time. Chris, there's never been a beef until last night. You're talking about I'm tainted and shit. Just say, Jeff's not going to be on here anymore. That's all. Or just say, Jeff, I don't want you on. I didn't like what you did publicly. You didn't have to go public and say I'm tainted. I didn't think I hurt your feelings. I'm sorry that I did. If going on Eyelid Show hurt your feelings, I apologize. I shouldn't have did that.
But Jeff, I said though, during that show, I said, that's all I'm saying. I don't have a problem with Jeff. I'll still talk to him. I just don't want him on the show anymore. And you started going at me in the chat. And I said to you, bro, why are you doing all this? All I said is I'm not going to have you on the show anymore. And then you went on Vinny's show and you talked a little shit. And then tonight you did the show
with a couple of nights. That was stupid of me. And again, I don't like some of the things you've done to me and we've done to each other. Last day or two, I heard you saying stuff. I responded. That's all. And again, I don't like some of your behavior, and I'm sure you don't like some of mine either.
Agreed.
So I don't think it's right that certain people have been involved in this, but you have your own quarrels or whatever with them.
Thanks for having me on, Chris. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming on. Thank you, Jeff.
Not a problem, buddy.
All right.
So is he he didn't really leave any, is he just gonna be allowed to go on about my mother and stuff? I mean, he should have at least apologized for that, but whatever.
Yeah, listen, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what you guys got between you. I brought Jeff on so he could talk about what happened that night with the giving the information, all that bullshit. It is what it is, man.
You, whether he's here or not, I will say until the day I die, if there's proof that I shared your name to him, I'd like for him to show it. But other than that, there's no proof. It's his word against mine. That's all. And I told you.
Can I tell you why it makes sense, though? It makes sense because if I called you, this is the mistake I made to begin with. I called Kane Shades without blocking my number. Boom, he gives my number to my name to Lee, my last name. So when I called you, I never blocked my number, bro. So you had my last name. Canarsie didn't.
Chris, I don't know how to explain, and I wish I could take a fucking lie detector or anything. I did not know your fucking name. I promise you. I thought you lived in Columbia. I know the difference in these towns, bro. You know how close I live to this area. I know.
I know.
I mean, I'm just, look, either way, I want you to answer one question, then I'll go.
What?
I want you to understand why I did what I did when I did look you up eventually. Chris, did I not call you? Be real. I called you and I told you, I want to hire you. I want to bring you on as my producer, my show. I want you to be part of what I'm doing. You be a part of what we make, everything. Did I do that?
Yeah.
You told me you would think about it, right?
Yep.
If I'm going to go in with somebody on something, I want to know they're straight, you know? It is what it is. He said things happen. I looked it up. I admit that. I told you that. And I have a video on my channel explaining that when I came back. I left YouTube because I wanted you to explain. That was your thing to explain, not for me to explain. And I wasn't going to just come on and do videos and act like that shit didn't happen because I know you were upset about it. I admitted I looked you up, but I did it because I I knew if I was going to work, I wanted to know you were just okay. I didn't you wanted. I thought you talked about it. I told you that. I thought you had talked about your past. I told you that, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's all. From this day on, if we don't ever talk about again, that's fine. You have to do what you have to do. I'll do my stuff. I'm not doing any more live. I'm not going with Lee. I'm not going with anybody. All those guys, I wish them the best, but I can't do this shit anymore. I don't think it's helped me really. I think I can build on my own, and I will build on my own. I want to do stuff on my own merit, not anybody else's. So,
yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna do, and I think
I'm going to. I've known from the beginning this shit was a fucking mess. I remember the first fucking time Lee Cole reached out to me way back when. I knew this was all going to be like this, and Jeff Canarsie is right. Some of this shit gets way too crazy. It's that simple.
And he's right what he's saying about Jeff. A lot of people don't realize this, but when he's saying they're using you, he's right, bro. Like Lee didn't want to talk mob shit on New Year's Eve. Was mob shit even discussed? No.
I don't believe
he wanted to build a panel of people who could shit all over me. And he doesn't care about you. He doesn't give a fuck. You know that. So he figures if I can get Nadu to do it too, that's supposed to be his friend. That'll really be a knife in his heart. Little does he know I really don't give a fuck, but that's what wound up happening.
I told those guys, and I'm going to tell your audience and whoever watches, I don't really go live that much anyway. I'm just not going to go live on anyone else. I'm going to just worry about myself. I'm going to take the method of some of the other people that and Jeff Canarsie doesn't really go live. He doesn't really need to. Some of these people don't get into this shit. I'm going to not get into it anymore either. It's nothing but trouble to me. And I don't want to do it anymore. I can have the resolve. Some of these people can't. So, you know,
Right.
I think that's that. So you won't hear from me again unless you reach out to me. So.
All right. Well, good luck with your show.
Same to you.
All right. There you go. I want to thank Jeff Canarsie for coming on, by the way. Absolutely. And for defending me and the kind words. I appreciate him for that. We had our differences in the last couple of months because of stuff said about me and Jimmy Calandra and all that. But you know what? As far as I know, Jeff Canarsie absolutely did the right thing by me. So I don't hold any grudges towards him. It's up to him, you know, how he feels. I don't know. But that was a fucking great segment. What can I say? Did I get what in writing? Oh, you're talking about. Oh, okay, Jeff. Yeah. I listen. Heated Mob Tube Show of the Year, Boston Red too. What Jeff doesn't understand about people like this. Now, Eyelight is just a fucking space cadet. He's a fucking half a, you know. I can't say, but Lee knows exactly what he's doing. Isn't it funny? Lee had no interest in Nadu, didn't like him at all, trashed him every chance he got. Then all of a sudden, boom, let me get Nadu on because Nadu is doing shows with FBS. The same reason Lee went into Cousin Dom's chat in the beginning. Let me see if I can get on this show. He tries to cause strife. Lee is a fire starter. That's why it's hilarious when he says, I try to stay away from the drama. Lee, you are the drama. You are the drama, more than me, more than anyone. I see when you're in people's chats. You're literally there to start trouble. Whether it's on Angel Gotti's show, Vidya Joe's show, doesn't matter. You're there to bring the fucking drama. That's what you are all about. Like they used to call Scott the engineer. They used to say he had a black cloud over his head. Well, you put the black cloud over your head deliberately. Okay, you bring nothing but negativity and drama. Nothing positive comes out of you or your fucking show. So this is, in a way, well, you know what? I'm not going to say I feel bad for Nadu because he shouldn't have taken the bait. But this is what they do. This whole thing that went down tonight was because, and listen, it was Jeff's own fucking fault. But he let people drag him right into the center of a fucking storm. They knew what it was caused. And I honestly believe Nadu did too. I still feel like he kind of did this on purpose. But even if he didn't, he shouldn't have taken the fucking bait from people that he knows only want to cause drama. When I have guests on, I don't bring them into shit. And there's proof of it. Look at the last couple of shows I did with Joe Bath and Vinny Bracco. I asked them before the show, and if they tell you otherwise, they're fucking lying. But you can see for yourself on the show. No drama, bro. Since you guys are going to be on, let's just talk about the mob, sneakers, whatever. No drama. First thing Vinny and Joe do is bring drama. They start talking shit about Tony Pizza and BK Shallon Finest, and they start a big fucking thing, right? Not me. Okay, but that's what Lee does now. I don't want to drag people into it. I was going to ask Gunsmoke to come on tonight, and if he did, we were just going to talk about the mob. But unfortunately, he was sleeping. Yeah, the Black Cloud Diner, Mr. Softy. That's that fucking room that Lee spends his life in. So, this is Shinebox $20. Thank you, and thank you for the earlier one. Sorry if I didn't interrupt to read the super chats. I put them all on the screen, but you can understand. Sometimes you just gotta let things flow. Machiavellian is sneaky, cunning, and lacking a moral code, dude. Yeah, thank you, Shinebox. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I've earned every super chat tonight. You can't say I didn't. So, this is I try to keep friends out of the fucking drama, out of it. That's why when Bay 8 says stuff like, oh, you're not supposed to want us to get involved. I didn't ask you to get involved. I asked you to stay out of it. In other words, don't associate with the guy who's going at my fucking neck every minute. Or now you're instigating drama between me and you. And you're on one side of the fucking drama. You're certainly not on mine. Then they come on my show. They pull their bullshit. Lee, he goes on Jeff's show today. I'm going to tell you the truth. I listened to maybe like 5 minutes of that show during the beginning of this show. The only person I heard talking shit was Lee. Because he don't give a fuck. And I'm not saying Jeff wasn't, and I'm not saying that Jeff wasn't complicit. He absolutely was. But that's what Lee does. Lee will come on your show to start trouble. If you let him on, you're a fucking idiot. You're welcoming it. You're asking for it. He is the ultimate fire fucking starter. And he started one tonight. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm not going to put it solely on Lee. Jeff should have never taken the bait and gone on the show. But bottom line is, this is what fucking happens. You get involved. I didn't bring Jeff on here and start trashing any fucking buddy. I didn't do that in the last couple of shows. I didn't try to bring Jeff into anything. Jeff comes on, we talk about mob stuff. But, regardless of what he says, and I'll listen to the shows, but I know yesterday I didn't say a fucking word about Jeff, and then I hear he was talking shit on Vinny's show. All right? So, you say I got no content, I need arguing, I look for beefs. That's what you said. So, it sparked a little reaction out of me last night. And if you didn't want a reaction, you wouldn't have said it to begin with. So, all these guys, you know what? That's why I titled this show what I did. This is what they thrive off of. Now, Lee does 4 or 5 mob shows in a row. And he's talking about I stay away from the drama. You got to be fucking kidding. Bro, even most of those mob shows you did to get at Angel or Jimmy Calandra. Almost all the mob shows you've done on your channel have been to piss off one of those 2 people. You know it has. You went after Sammy extra hard only because of Jimmy asking you not to. And then finally dumping your ass as a friend altogether. Because of it. You fucking went extra hard at Sammy. Anytime you went after John Gotti Jr., it was to go at Angel. Okay? You went at Michael Franzese. I'm not sure if that was to get at Jimmy or Angel, but I'm pretty sure both. Okay? Every fucking thing you do. Bro, you're not staying away from the drama. You're constantly in it. It's just whether people are smart enough to realize that what you're doing at all times is creating drama. In other words, not everybody is going to see a show you do bashing Sammy as what it actually is. You don't care about Sammy. You couldn't give a fuck about the kid Alan Kaiser. You don't care about anybody, including your own family. You steal from your own partner while she's in the hospital sick with COVID. Okay? Any show you do, there's an agenda behind it, and it's personal. You don't care about Sammy the Bull, bro. You went after fucking Sammy the Bull to get at Jimmy. All right, you went after fucking anytime you go after John Gotti Jr. somebody like that, it's to get at Angel. If you go after her father, whoever it is, it's to get at Angel. Otherwise, it's to get at Jimmy, or you're doing something to get at me. It's drama all the time. If you go on Lee Cole's show and then all of a sudden me and you have a problem, whoever you are, you asked for it. Simple. Okay. And you stepped right into it. Talk about I don't do shows that are about drama, and then you go on Lee's show or iLight show. Are you kidding me? iLight hasn't done a show in fucking a month that isn't about me. And Lee just stopped like a week ago, and he'll get right back to it. So you see, that's why don't give me advice, guys, on how I title my shows, what I do, whether how fast I'm going to build or anything. At least until you catch up with me, don't give me advice. Because Lee, you've been fucking trying to catch up with me since the beginning. I blew right past you in our first couple of weeks, and I haven't stopped yet. And, if Nadu is trying to do it that way, I don't know. But, Joe, this cocksucker, I don't even talk about the motherfucker anymore. He talks about me every single fucking night. Every single night. It's insane. All you guys. Jody, this fucking idiot. I don't talk about that bitch anymore. I don't care enough about her. And then she does something tonight to try to trigger me, which I don't really care. The picture is the picture. Everybody knows who belongs on it. But it just goes to show this pig, we'll get on her for a second. She's supposed to be a fucking doctor. This is automatically, doctors should be respected. They should be looked up to. They're supposed to be pillars of the community. Supposed to be people kids could admire. This is what this bitch is doing. Can't get me off her fucking mind. And then I respond, and what, I'm all about the drama? No, it doesn't work that way. Everybody could see what Jody did to trigger me every fucking time, or to piss me off, or to get exactly what I'm giving her right now. Same with Joe, same with Lee. Joe and Vinny, do you know how many fucking weeks passed of email after email and text after text of saying, what the fuck is your boy? These are supposed to be your friends. Why is fucking Joe talking to this one? Why do they have new beginnings in the chat? Vinny gave her a wrench. Their platform in Ali. Why is Joe going on this show? Why are they doing? Everybody saw Joe, and Vinny can't play innocent and be like, what did I do wrong? Everybody saw it before I even acknowledged it. So let me tell you something, guys. If for 2 months straight, all I did was shows where I'm responding to you motherfuckers, you asked for it. Okay, I have every right to do it. I'd be, if I wasn't responding, you'd be calling me a pussy. But then when I do respond, you say it's all about drama. Well, you continue the drama even after I leave it alone. Okay, and then guess what? Guess what else I see in the meantime? Everybody loves it. They fucking love it. They love it more than any of this bullshit. They love it more than mob shows. They love it in general. What are we on here to do, guys? I believe it's entertain people, right? So even if I'm feeding into your drama, and rightfully so, fighting back at you, even while I'm doing that, I'm entertaining people. And I'm doing it better than you do. All of you. So watch what you say about me when you're fucking miles behind me. All of you. And Jeff, you know what, Jeff Nadu? I do wish you luck on your show. But yeah, I think you should do it the way you've been doing it. Talk about mob stuff. But honestly, do whatever you want. It's your channel. I'm just giving my opinion, just like you gave me yours. You get embroiled in all this shit, and stuff like this happens tonight. And then you turn people against you. You don't turn people in your favor. So, and if you pass me by, Jeff, good. I'm glad. One thing you said right, we did phenomenal fucking shows together, man. Everybody loved them. Even people in the chat were saying the best shows were with FBS and Jeff Nadu. I totally fucking agree. That's over now. That's fine. But point being, if considering that in a way you did start out with me, you could say you did. I'm not talking about your podcast. You were killing it on the podcast way before you came to YouTube. But what Canarsie was saying and what those guys are saying about you wouldn't be anywhere without FBS, I wouldn't go that far. But I will say that people absolutely know you in this genre on YouTube, not in the podcast, on YouTube, because of the shows we did together. If you deny that, you're just lying. So since that's what happened, I'd have no problem with you passing me by. I'd have no problem. I don't care who passes me by. I told you, the only person I'm in competition with today is Chris from yesterday. Okay? I try to do better every day, even when I know I'm not doing great content or even shitty content. I'm trying to do better than me. I don't care about the rest of you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. You guys think about me 24/7. I don't think about you, period. I don't. That's why I don't watch your shows. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You understand? See, I even have a sense of humor during a rant. Like, I just don't give a fuck, man. I don't I don't, it doesn't matter to me. You take somebody like Jody, no wonder why she's obsessed with me. Jody's been on here for what? Damn near as long as the rest of us. She got 600 subs. She's not going anywhere. And why did she do what she did tonight? I'll tell you why. Look at her last few shows and look how well they did when she wasn't talking shit about me. A doctor who's so desperate to make it on YouTube and can't do it without just being a raving lunatic, just a maniacal bitch. You have to talk shit. And I just happen to be the one you're talking shit about at the time. Because how dare I disagree with you when you were trying to dox an innocent girl because you're stupid and so are your lawyers. See, Jody is proof that higher education doesn't make you smart. Okay. I actually have a theory that the higher your education, the more higher education your brain fills up with, the more lower education is pushed out. Case in example, I knew chefs when I worked in restaurants who could make the most elaborate dish you've ever seen, but they couldn't cook a steak to temperature. Okay, this is Jody. She's a fucking doctor with no common sense. This bitch could be doing a channel, giving medical advice, anything, blowing past all of us. But what's she doing? She's obsessed with me and my wife. By the way, Josie, as a woman, you should know when you're obsessed with another woman, it means one of two things. You're either in love with her or you're jealous of her. I'm not sure which it is with you, but I'm going to assume jealousy. So what did we get up to? 290 something people tonight. We're at 260 now. Everybody hit the like button, please. And anybody who wants to try to say tomorrow that, oh, it's because of the drama with Jeff Nadu and all that shit. Before Jeff Nadu came on, I was at 230. But you guys already know that about me. You know it. I don't have to have the fucking Brady Bunch on the screen. I don't have to have 10 different boxes with 10 different people all talking shit about one person. I came on here tonight and did this by my fucking self. Jeff came on, but you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about going at all of you motherfuckers. I don't see you doing it. No, every one of you has to have a co-host or a fucking whole panel of fucking people. Just adds to the image of cowardice and shit that you guys constantly project. Thank you, Carlos Muniz. And see, that's another thing. Let me tell you something, guys. This whole show, I didn't talk about the mob. I didn't talk about anything but drama. Okay, it was an entire rant. It's a 2.5 hour long rant. And guess what? This fucking show was phenomenal. Okay, nobody, I repeat, nobody would watch this show and not be entertained by it. It was amazing. Guys in the chat, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if this wasn't an amazing show. And Nadu added to it, and Canarsie added to it. That segment with me, Nadu, and Canarsie on the screen was award winning. It should be. Okay, amazing. It's not a drama, FBS, it's a comedy. True. So even this. So when people say, oh, you're not providing any content. It's just drama. Let me tell you something, guys. A little secret. But Lee, you already know this because you watch my numbers like a hawk. People love this shit. They fucking love it. Let me tell you something. Ranting and just verbally slaughtering people, guess what that is? That's also a talent. And let me tell you, content is whatever the fuck you create and put on here. So maybe one of my talents as a content creator is doing what I just did tonight because people fucking love it. They love it. They can't get enough of it. I'm going to listen to this show again, and I rarely listen to any of my shows over. Okay, I know it was good. I knew it before I came on that it was going to be good. So, hey, it might not be the content you prefer. Why would you? I'm destroying you in it. That's why you have a problem with it. What does Lee say about his months and months of doing nothing but trashing me, Jimmy Calandra, Angel Gotti, and whoever else? What does he say about that? Does he say that he didn't have any content all that time? No, of course not. It's only me. It's not content when it's me doing it, right? All right. Let me tell you something. This audience is satisfied tonight, okay? This was a fucking great show. Or as Pink Veal said it, great show, great fucking show. MobTube is great entertainment. It is, guys. It is. You know what? That's why you don't understand. Like, I ignore a lot of it. Okay. Like, I wasn't going to come out and talk about Jeff. I wasn't. I had no plans on it. But he talked about me a little bit. And here, see, that's why Jeff and, or I'm sorry, Joe and Vinny, Lee so much doesn't matter anymore. I don't really pay attention to him that much. But when these new guys, like a clown like A-Light, Joe, Vinny, Lee, when you guys start to trash me, you have no idea. Not only does it not bother me, it's like you might as well be handing me money, okay, in a solid gold envelope. You know what I mean? You might as well be saying, guess what, Chris? Look at this favor we're about to do. Now, if you want to say, oh, that's because he needs it for his content, I've already proven I don't need it for my content, but I'll use it for content and I'll make great content with it. And I'll make a fool out of you, like I always do. So if you think you're triggering me or getting at me by doing a show about me, first of all, if that were the case, I would do one every day about you because you do them every day about me. Okay. Lee, even if you're doing your show about the mob, you're on Jeff's show tonight talking about me at some point during your day, or you're in the chats talking about me. You're another one that's fucking obsessed. You and Josie should date. So then when you're in bed together, you could have a picture of me between the two of you because that's who you'll both be getting off to. Okay. That's the truth. So, guess what? Look what you accomplished. You gave me a fucking fantastic show. Actually, I gave me a fantastic show. I just used your shit talking to do it. So maybe I'm smarter than you think. Maybe I know my channel a little better than you think. Maybe I look at my numbers also and I'm fully aware. That's why certain people see what I'm doing. Yeah, yes, it is. When I'm doing content where I'm like this, whether any of them want to admit it, I made them all look bad. I made a lot of points about all of them. Okay. And I got a great, phenomenal show out of it. When they start, oh, I know, Shinebox. When they start with why doesn't he just talk about the mob? Why does everything got to be about drama? You see, none of them say that until I'm talking about them. And there's a couple reasons for it. They think that if they say enough that all I do is drama, then I'll stop and leave them alone. It's really them asking for mercy. Trust me, it is. And when they say, why doesn't he talk about the mob? That's another way of trying to get me to stop talking about you. Because you don't like when I do it. Okay, you really don't. So there is zero proof that any of you can beat me at this. It has yet to be seen from anyone. So I'm the last person you want talking about you. So it's always, let's say he doesn't have any content. Let's say that'll, you can't use psychology with me. I do mob shows when I feel like it. And when I don't, I won't. Simple as that. But I'll do whatever I want. And when my channel really starts failing, then you guys can start giving me advice. Until then, you got to work on your own shit. Okay. Donnie Ragu, listen, actions speak louder than words. If you make a page that is dedicated solely to trashing, see, that's another thing Vinny doesn't realize. He fucked up there too, because New Beginnings used him too. New Beginnings used him to cause drama. But, well, first of all, she got in there knowing it would cause drama between us. That's what she wants. She tries to turn people against me. That's why even when I'm not saying something about somebody, she'll take a little clip and make it look like I was. She tried it with MRE for months when I wasn't saying nothing bad about MRE. Does it all the time. See, Vinny wasn't, I don't know, smart enough or inquisitive enough to figure out that New Beginnings only started going in there and kissing his ass because she knew eventually it would cause a problem between us. And it did, but it wouldn't have caused as much of a problem if you didn't give her a wrench. See, Vinny, when you're taking a channel like New Beginnings, which you know, even though you try to deny it, is 100,000% only about me and my wife and doing as much damage and abuse to us as possible, whether it's effective or not, doesn't matter. They have yet to put a dent in my game. But when you when you give a person like that a wrench, you're saying, go fuck yourself, Chris. I don't fucking like you. And this is how I'm going to show it to you. It's a passive aggressive thing you did. Okay. And you played right into a troll's hands. You know what I mean? You played into a troll's hands. Now, I won't say you let a troll break up a friendship because if you're willing to do that, we never had one to begin with. But so Vinny doesn't have to talk about me. Guess what? As soon as Ali started calling me a con artist and a scammer and tried to make me lose all my super chats and all my fucking money, which I have yet to see what kind of an impact it made. It certainly looks like it made one, doesn't it? When you platform that guy and give him a wrench, that's probably even worse. Okay. I don't think, Vinny, if you had a business right now, you'd like if anybody interfered with it, right? But Ali interfered with it. You knew he was lying because you told me so, but yet you platformed him and gave him a wrench. So Lee doesn't have to say anything, or Vinny doesn't have to say anything verbally. What he's doing is even worse. See, I'm not stupid. I don't need to hear the words to know that you're telling me to go fuck myself. I don't know, bro. I thought Canarsie was, honestly. Thank you, Gunsmoke the Don. Which Jordan Canada, I'll try, man, but it's not letting me unblock people for some reason. MTR did provide some great entertainment as well as it was pretty brutal. I haven't seen a pussy dick pounding like that since the last Pornhub video. Oh shit! King of MobTube confirmed. Thank you. Hey, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, ladies. He says FPS, they need to learn that trashing the boss doesn't get them ahead, just gets them negative attention. I know, but listen, some of them it really bothers. Like I'll tell you an example. I know the stuff I say about Joe really bothers him. It eats at him. I'll tell you how. He can't stop talking about me, and I haven't said shit about him for a week and a half. So that means the stuff that I was saying really got to him. Lee has no shame, and he don't care. Like Lee isn't bothered by anything I said tonight. Lee wants my attention no matter what, and he can't get it in a positive way anymore. So he likes this. That's why I don't give in. That's why I let him do weeks of shows about me at a time, and I don't even mention his fucking name because I know it's what he's looking for. So he's happy tonight. He loves this shit. He don't care what you say about him. Look at him. The guy's got fucking 4 teeth in his mouth. He's 325 pounds, and that's not me saying it. He said it. He lives in government subsidized housing on Social Security disability. He's being chased out of fucking Texas by the kids of the woman he robbed. You know what I mean? The guy's got warrants in other fucking states. His life is a fucking disaster. His appearance is a disaster. You know, he's, obviously hooked on pills. You know what I mean? The guy's got major fucking issues. You think me verbally thrashing him bothers him? Fuck no. You don't care. You can't. When you have no shame, what do you care? Yeah, listen, Chad, unfortunately, and you didn't deserve that, and I'm sorry for that. But yeah, this stuff it brings a lot of undue unwanted negative attention and bad things sometimes. Blue Smurf, you gonna show your face? I'll have you on. You're gonna show your face? Let me see what you say. All right, bro. Thanks for being here. Oh yeah, I'll keep it up. This was your best show. Jeff looked like a big pussy before they killed him on the boat. I'll tell you what, when I had warrants, I didn't go hide on YouTube. Yeah, it's not a good idea. Where's that guy at? The shit talker. Blue Smurf. Is there any other kind of Smurf? Yeah, you gonna show your face or what? Why do I have a feeling you won't? Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. I saw that common sense. I actually saw that. Yeah, I know. It's Canadian. Like, I wonder who this could be. What type of doctor is Josie? A quack. Damn, it's 1:12 a.m. What are you guys doing to me? Can I be the queen of mob tube? No, Natalie. That title's for Shanna and Shanna alone. You don't know how much I hope. I know it's not true, but if Josie and Lee are really like somehow, even by communication, talking, seeing each other. Oh God. Oh my God. I'm an atheist, but if that were to be true, I might actually start believing in God. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I might. Um, oh, I know. I know. Cecil Clanton, you're sick. Why? Where was Blue Smurf? I thought he wanted to join. Why are you sick, Cecil Clanton? Shinebox, great show, FBS. Go recharge your batteries. I'm hitting the sack. Yes, thank you, Shinebox. Thank you for being here and for the super chats. I appreciate them very much. They have been scarce lately. So I thank you. I just puked in my mouth. Oh, you're sick because of Josie Lee. Oh, I got you. God, I wish it was true. I wish it was true. Um, Bumping Uglies. Yeah, I know. Just the two of them together. Two hideous creatures having sex is disgusting. I know. Well, the funniest part about Jodie is she is so attractive in her own mind. Oh my God. Dude, oh, that's fucked up. You have a fan with four paws. Do I really? Nice. You talking about Jodie? Oh shit. Come on, guys. Can't get off with 240 in the chat. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Wow, I'm a fan of Nadu. I didn't know he was such a mental midget. I'm not gonna, I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I'm not gonna continue to trash the guy. I'm just, he took a son of a bitch, a flawless show, and that has to happen. Yeah, he took a beating tonight. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna kick a man while he's down. I'm just, you know, Jazz Nab of the Hut. I had to. I felt like I had to address something, so I addressed it. That's all. Don't stop believing. Yeah, it was the Sopranos ending. Uh, they love how much they hate you. Wait, they love how much they hate you about each other. They have something in common, so that's a start at least. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's how they got together to begin with. The whole fucking squad. You know what I mean? The whole fucking FBI. Do you know how funny it is to me? Listen, I'm gonna just paint a picture for you guys. Gunsmoke ain't gonna come on. I tried earlier, Tony Ducks. I'm gonna paint a picture for you guys, okay? A guy who is a self-proclaimed rich 46-year-old from Staten Island who's retired very early. This makes him a very successful person, right? Retired at 46, it's virtually unheard of. And rich to top it off. And he said, that's funny, common sense. He said, Blue Smurf, I didn't see you. I asked you if you want to come on, if you're going to show your face. But no, you'll just stay in the chat and talk shit. It's pretty much what I imagined about you to begin with, that you're just a big pussy. So you got the rich 46-year-old in Staten Island, right? The retired guy. You have I won't bring Vinny in, but you have Lee, the guy who claims to live a very comfortable life in Texas. He was a restaurateur and everything else, which we know isn't true, but that's what he says. He doesn't really count because he's like the biggest loser of everybody. Jody, a doctor, for fuck's sake. Gunnar Allen Lindblom, a guy who claims to be a world-renowned author, which I think he might actually be, okay? Who has an apparel line that sucks, by the way, but he has an apparel line. He's been on YouTube years longer than me, years. What else about himself? Claims to be like the only gangster on YouTube, things like that. JC is a nobody, nothing, but you get the point. All these people on one screen just to trash me on New Year's Eve. I mean, it's fascinating to me. Or anytime they do it. Ali. Oh, let's not forget Ali, the self-proclaimed multi-millionaire from London, Ontario, who likes to say that only 1% of the world can afford to drive a supercar, and he's one of them. Well, guess where you were on New Year's Eve? Talking shit about me on Lee Cole's channel with the world-renowned author, the doctor, and the rich 46-year-old. It's like a game of Clue. Oh, thank you, Ronald, very much for the Cash App. He said you earned your money tonight, RGD609. Yeah, let's face it, guys. I should have made like $500 on this show, but it's all right. I'll take the hit. This was phenomenal. The show is gonna get some views. Everybody hit the like button, please. 239 people at 1:19 a.m. all by myself. Hey, buddy, I remember when FBS showed Nadu the respect to delete the fight with Lee video. That was 6 associations with animals that attacked Shanna ago. Not this time, and this time the beating he took was worse. Yes, it was. And I'm washing my hands of it, honestly. I don't care. I'm getting emailed emailed information. Yes, through Zelle, yes, you absolutely can. You can use I'm going to put it up on the screen for you because I can't turn down a Zelle donation. Of course, people say that a lot and then they don't do it. So hopefully, Drago at AOL.com. You should be able to use that to get it to me. And if that doesn't work, you could email me at that email address and I will just give you my phone number to do it. January 1st, 2023, the second annual Hop On and Bash FBS New Year's Eve extravaganza. They're already planning it, right? FBS, Cash App, oh, thank you, Gunsmoke. FBS, you're definitely a natural. Your language is your sword. Bravo. Thank you. And I've been like that my whole life. I told you, people in my fucking life will go miles out of their way not to have an argument with me. I'm a motherfucker. I am. I'll admit it. I guess I'm not that 1% because my car is about 70,000 more than his BMW and way faster. Well, my car is probably about 140,000 less than his BMW and way slower. Way slower. Let me see. I'm sending you an email right now, bitch. For what purpose? You're afraid to come on the show, you little fuck. Like, why don't you just show your face and come on the show? Stop being a pussy. Bro, you should come down to SoFlo and do a show on the stool pigeons that fled New York and living down here like kings without a worry in the world. Were flooded down here. Yeah, that's what I hear, man. South Florida, man. Yeah, they are definitely flooded with them. FBS, let me smoke this fool. Go ahead. Feel free. The Gunnar Ali interview is hilarious. Oh, I never saw that, but I can only imagine. The world-renowned author and the millionaire. Let me guess, talking about me? Just a hunch. Gunnar brought Ali on for an interview and then, no joke, gave an 18-minute monologue while Ali just sat there. Of course he did. He's a when you're all sped up all the time, all you can do is talk. Sending me an email. Why don't you just bring your ass on the fucking show? You coward. Come on, Blue Smurf. I'm waiting. Look, another one is afraid to grab the link. You pussy. Common sense. Tom thinks he's 60 minutes now. Of course he does. Bot. Gotta go. All right, well, Blue Smurf isn't so tough. I guess he doesn't want to join the chat or the show. Big surprise. But he emailed me, though. Ooh. There's a guy around me that rents an I-8 for a couple of $100 per day. Literally the cheapest rental he's got. FBS, how about a medley of imitations? I would, Tony Ducks, but listen. Why fuck with perfection? The show is excellent. I don't want to give a bad I don't want to do a bad impression by accident. I might slip up. But maybe tomorrow I got you. So thank you very much for being here with me. Thank you for all those super chats and cash apps and Venmos. I appreciate it very much. If anybody else would like to donate, my cash app, PayPal, and Venmo are in the description of this show. I always say link. I don't know why. So thank you very much for that. 252 people. Everybody, please hit the like button on the way out. But first, FBS, listen. For the 9th time, I've tried to come on your show and debate you, FBS. You said you will debate anyone. So let's debate. I want to ask you why. One time in MRE's chat, they were talking about A-Light, and I made some really funny jokes. Ha. They were ha funny. Ha. And you said, oh my gosh, this guy Bofa is a chomo and a wife beater.
Why would you say that? FBS, I lost my job. I got evicted from my apartment. My car got repossessed. I'm not allowed to see my kids anymore. My wife left me, and my mother doesn't like me. All because of the claims you made without any proof at all, FBS. I want to debate you, and I want to find out why. Why in the world you would do that to me?
All right. Tony Ducks, you happy, man? See? No, that's a beautiful thing. Thank you, FBS. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I love you all. Thank you for everything. It's 1:25 in the morning, so I'm not going to promise you the John Veazey show tomorrow, but if I don't do it tomorrow, it'll be Sunday. If Jeff wants to drop his as well, that's fine. I'm not going to be mad at him. He can do that. Everything sounded a little fishy. I'm sure you'll agree. I spoke about John Veazey twice in the last 24 hours. You know what I mean? You know, I'm going to do the John Veazey show. If Jeff wants to drop his too, that's fine. But it'll be, if it's not tomorrow, it'll be Sunday. I want to add a whole lot of details to some other events that took place during that whole Philly. I really wasn't going to come back on, but after I restarted my computer and got my Wi-Fi back, I saw that you guys were still here. At least 186 of you. Holy shit. I actually have more viewers when I'm not even here than Lee does when he has numerous people on. That is amazing. Lee does a show all by himself. He doesn't get 186 viewers. I turn the computer off and leave, and I have more. That's beautiful. So thank you guys. Like I was saying, there's some stuff I want to include in my little Veazey show yet that I might not get to tomorrow, but hopefully I will. If not, I promise you guys Sunday I'm gonna have it. So thank you for everything. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Salute.